All right, hey, good evening, everybody. This is Chitlins with the boys. We got a bunch of stuff to talk about. Tesla going crazy, Zelda's making this freaking thing got coming back. We got definitely got a lot of cornbread for you guys. Want to talk about Utah and its new laws going crazy. That's pissing Adam off, and a bunch of other freaking stuff. So please go ahead and freaking get your drinks ready. Let's go get into it.
For each man in his time is pain. Until he walks along the beach and sees his future in the water. Along lost arms within his reach. I haven't needed a one.
Sometimes men take matters into their own hands. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
As you guys know, it is Drunken Chat, son.
All right. Welcome everybody. I am Chitlins Greens Cornbread. I'm here with the Drunken Chat crew, son. Drunken Chat crew on the Comic Crusaders Freaking Network. I am joined by an actual full crew tonight. How's it going, guys? Introduce yourselves.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Ninth Wonder, and I say we need to take Mel off being the last person on the intro until he bring his ass back on this show.
Maybe he's protesting because we still got the joint where he's got no hair and he's a little bit larger. That may be why.
No, you know what? That's punishment enough. Keep him as the last person.
Is he
Hello,
doing all
everybody.
right?
I am the Ultra Maximus, and thank you for joining us here this evening on another fantastic episode of Drunken Chat. And yeah, now I'm done with the fake shit. This is the legit me. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? It's a Friday night. I'm not going to work later, so it means I get to hang out with y'all, and then I get to go directly to sleep. That's the good part.
Nice. Adam, what's going on, brother?
Hello, it's me, the innovator of production, Blind Adam.
Hidden gems.
Radio in his house. I'm holding up okay. I got my computer fixed. I'm happy about that, and I'm gonna chill into the chair gets too uncomfortable to sit in anymore. So I'm ready to chill for a good couple hours.
That was kind of a mild introduction for yourself, man. Usually you go right all into the freaking porn stuff, man.
No, man. I'm gonna ease it in for it tonight.
No, we're not.
Day for me.
No, we're not. Because I want to go right into talking about this, man. It was kind of freaking shock because I heard,
bullshit.
yeah, I heard the mumblings about it, but I didn't understand how they were going to implement it, and then they start already the news has been coming out, and now what people are running into. Utah right now has a weird block or weird scheme. So if you go to any of the big Pornhub sites or whatever, like Pornhub, Hamster,
OnlyFans, Mini
yeah.
Vids.
right, and you reside in the Utah state, apparently what happens is this video pops up and it says, "Hey, we got to verify that you're 18," and then it's asked for a whole bunch of stuff to include your freaking driver's license, state license, all that other crazy stuff.
So there's going to be a whole bunch of kids stealing their parents' credit cards and IDs real quick. We'll get
That's what I would
verified,
do.
get bookmarked, man. I mean, once they're bookmarked and signed in with an account, they're good. So
No, they
it's-
just
it's
gonna watch it
pointless.
on Twitter. I mean, that's where the best
Yeah,
stuff
I know,
is.
man.
At
Like,
anyway.
Actually, Nice isn't wrong. Like Twitter,
They will find a way. And look, if not, then the scrambled fucking TV cable channels, okay?
they
It'll
haven't
become
been around for 20 years.
legible every now and then.
They haven't been around for 20 years.
All right, hey, but last not least to
Hold it.
join us is Aaron Yee. What's going on, brother?
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
What's up,
Man, you're not
Aaron?
asleep yet, man. You've been all over the show, man. You're all over the show, all over the everywhere and everywhere, man.
I just
Come
got my
on.
power back on, so like
Ah.
I had to come back on Drunken Chat. It was just a breaker that tripped, so
Okay.
luckily I knew how to fix that. So
All
And
right,
just
man.
stop
Well,
doing weird science experiments in the basement and tripping breakers, huh?
I I gotta check my
Were
plan.
you growing? Were you in the grow lab down there? No?
I don't know what you're talking about here.
Yeah, well, the quick topic right now is this new Utah law where,
Fuck this law.
yeah, it's where they're trying to protect the
Christian
children, but in order to
scumbag.
protect the children, they're asking
Fuck
for
the
people
children.
to register their, your driver's license, state ID, and all of this stuff in order to get access to the porn thing.
Man, these kids already got a VPN set up and they ain't in fucking Utah anymore. So I don't even know why they even bothering with this shit.
Right, man. These kids is too advanced for all this, man. So for them to say it's about the kids is just malarkey, man. But
It's bullshit.
you got to look at who making these laws, man. They don't even understand.
Bunch of Christian scumbag want to control the world, but idiots. He wouldn't know Jesus Christ if Jesus Christ came down and gave them BJs and Sundays.
You talk about Jesus, man, not Jesus Gonzalez, not.
No, I'm
freaking-
talking about Jesus H. Christ from the Bible, the greatest
know-
fictional book of all time.
You
With
know,
his 12
maybe-
apostles and the prostitute that he
we
hung
will
out
not allow proselytizing on this show. Sir.
I
We're all about
don't see
drinking
no
and drinking
Kundalini
good time.
activation going on over in Utah. So whatever.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
it's a weird law. Weird law. It's like, all right, go ahead, y'all. Because they
Find Adam, you need some meditation, my friend.
Man,
or maybe he just needs to watch more porn.
No,
Free
he
porn.
needs to not spill the cup of Hermes.
what's the cup of Hermes? What the heck?
Oh,
Not the cup
see?
of herpes, the cup of Hermes. Yeah,
I heard him the first time, sir.
I mean, I'm surprised. Like, you're not on a VPN, right?
Well, that's what me and I said that these kids is already on VPNs. They on Twitter. They already have fucking moved their geographical location to some country in fucking middle of Europe. They good.
Yeah. I mean, if they're not already running Plex servers already, I don't know what you're doing, right?
I mean,
Well, here's what'll happen, right? Better because you might have to pay for VPNs or VPN. Fuck that. What happened when we banned alcohol in this freaking country, right? There was an underground joint.
no. You don't have
So
to ban
the kids
alcohol
are-
here. We will self-prohibit ourselves when you do.
Well, how
Shady
have
advertising
the Junkie
practices.
Chat on Speakeasy?
What?
It's like, yo, do you know what's on this like hard drive right here? Do you know what's on this hard drive? How about this thumb drive?
Johnny Mnemonic all day. Okay. I got like 2 megabytes up in my head, bro.
What was it? He went like to 320 megabyte or gig.
I don't fucking
Yeah.
remember. He went
Yeah.
over. He went too many, man. You
Yeah.
went too many megabytes, man.
I was watching. I was like,
That's
okay,
how dated that movie is. That movie needs an update, and it needs to be done by Keanu Reeves.
oh yeah.
Yep.
That would be
Here's Big
amazing.
Remo or Big Ree.
All
I
we-
guess he's at
All we
calling
need now
himself
is Mel and Lucy.
Missed
I know, right?
missed your own intro, man. What the fuck?
I know, man. My computer's been acting crazy. It just all of a sudden just shut down on me. I'm like, oh hell no.
Telling you
Saying
need to
got
get a new
one,
one,
I'm
man.
telling you, it's infecting everybody.
See, that's what you have.
The two different Wi-Fi's I have, I don't know. It just keeps going
Don't-
between the
don't
two.
lie.
Yeah, because
We-
you
we
keep
were all at the
freaking
pre-party.
going to those weird Pornhub sites, man. Now it's just fucking infected.
Hey, I got an iPad for that. I got a specific iPad for that.
Ah,
He's
interesting.
got the special iPad and he's got the special browser history.
The one this kid.
We're talking about browser
It's got
history, man.
to go through
Good.
Chat GPT and shit, man. No,
What's up, fellas, man?
yeah, I don't know, man. What's going on with you, man? I think I saw you on with the missus and the little baby on near Nirvana and everything.
Yeah, man. I had to drag the wife on. She didn't, she was. We had just got back. We just walked in the door, and I was like, "Man, we're supposed to go in there in Nirvana tonight." I was like, "Fuck, man!" I was like, "I don't want to disappoint them," so had to make some last minute adjustments. Begged the wife, like, "Hey, come on the show with me."
So we were just discussing the Utah's new law where they are making people, in order that they want to see or watch porn, they're going to have to register their state ID, driver's license, and all that shit in order to
Wait a minute,
watch
to watch porn?
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you go to a
Age
website,
verification that makes because to And I think it's just to piss people off and regulate more because, you know.
All I said was that it ain't gonna do no good because these kids are using VPNs anyway.
Oh, yeah, there's always gonna be a way around it. There always has been. There always will be.
How many
Nice goes. They're gonna just look at porn on Twitter.
Yeah, I mean,
even just like, yeah, like duh, like casual, like yeah. We know.
Right, the stuff that I see.
How many people are going to try to open porn shops, though? It's a real question. Like, because, you know, there's probably a group of people that would not know how to get around all the state laws or whatever.
I probably could go into Google and search porn shops in freaking Utah, man. And
I mean, you don't even. I mean, at this point, you don't have to.
I'm wondering how that law is going to affect like physical media and.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
Marital aids and stuff of that nature.
Oh, I mean, well, you still like.
So, but then that would be a positive for the state, right? Because if you had to go physically to a store inside your state to buy that stuff, then that's tax revenue towards your freaking state.
Yeah, but that's a huge expense, man. You got to get like a sweatshirt, some glasses, a fake mustache.
You don't need all that. 2023, sir. Porn's become mainstream like Coca-Cola and shit.
So you don't go in there like me, like, hey, I'm Lucas, and I'm here to buy some porn.
Is that before or after your third bottle of whiskey, sir? You get that down with it.
No, it's because I don't drink whiskey then because that's just wet with some alcohol. So because usually there's the APC store, then there's like the porn shop or whatever. But it's so now it's called Granny's. I think I told you about this before. So out in the middle of the fucking woods. Yeah, out in the middle of the woods out here, we got
woods
a place
porn?
called.
No, man, like woods porn is that shit that you get when you and your boys are just walking through a cut through and you find an old crate. Like either it's just it's like a box of videos. Like Playboys from the 70s and 80s, man.
So much hair.
Y'all be talking about stuff I never heard of, and it just really makes me wonder about what y'all got going on in y'all life. Like, where the fuck did you hear that?
Walking through a trail with the boys and found some like Playboys or pen.
No, I'm just not walking through no fucking woods with my boys.
Found that?
Randomly.
See,
and found
Remo lives out in California where they got a lot of trails and bobcats and shit. So dudes be dropping their porn and running for their life.
Yeah, you gotta drop and run. Or somebody was like, man, nobody will know I dropped these off all the way the fuck out here.
In drinking news, there was a study by the Abbey Care Foundation, analyzed by the WHO, World Health Organization. And what they did was they analyzed data from across Europe to determine which countries had the highest level of alcohol consumption. And they said most definitely it's freaking Europe, right?
Are you kidding me? Germany's in Europe. What the fuck?
Number one is
ain't Europe way smaller than America?
Yes.
Well, no.
Let me reemphasize something.
No. Because
Germany is in fucking Europe.
Yeah, no. Russia's landmass is way larger.
That's Asia, though.
No, I'm talking about population.
Yes. Well, Russia was number one on the study. Right, so
Russia was
the East Coast,
right? So when you think of all the landmass, don't think of that. Think of like the COCOMs, right? COCOMs would be like UCOM, Indo-PACOM, SouthCom, and everything. So what you think of, like, hey, this, like, if you think like Turkey, you might think of Turkey as Middle East, but no, they think of Turkey as like UCOM. So think of it that way. That's the way. That's the way WHO kind of generalizes.
I don't believe nothing WHO got to say no more.
Yeah.
That sounds like.
Well, so who didn't do the study? Who didn't do the study? The Abbey Care Foundation did the freaking study, and who just took their data and just put this stuff out.
What do the kids say nowadays? Cap. That's cap.
Cap. Number one is Russia, so I would definitely believe that. But then number two is Belarus.
They're at war right now. They're definitely
Belarus. I mean, they got nothing to do but drink in Belarus, so I kind of believe that. And of course, what's number three?
Latvia.
Well, they make a lot of car parts, so I can get. They want to drink when they get done with work. I get that.
Four is Lithuania, but number five is Ireland. I would have thought Ireland would be in the top three. Yeah.
You're slowing down.
Well, I mean, no. You see, look, I don't think you understand. Per capita, Ireland fucking crushes probably everybody, but Ireland is a little tiny area versus Belarus. If you look at the size of each one of those nations in the top 5, Ireland is by
Ireland's
far.
pretty small.
Ireland and Latvia are probably pretty close in landmass size.
Well,
Now,
a lot of
the
those
census-
countries, like if you're just old enough to ask for it, they'll serve it to you anyways, right?
Yeah.
So
And then
I
think
mean,
about this: you have all the breweries in Germany, and then in Holland. Come on, man! There's so much beer flowing through there, and it's good beer. You know, compared to a lot of the other stuff that people be drinking over here stateside. So
Yeah, most def. Estonia was at number 7. Number 6 was Slovenia, which actually had the highest percentage of traffic deaths that involved alcohol.
Damn.
Then you had boring countries like Moldova, but number 9, this was interesting to me, Poland, which was kind of interesting. They're trying to be a NATO country right now, so of course here's where it gets interesting, right? You want to be a NATO country, you got to have a lot of alcohol for all the other different troops that are
But
going to be in your
for all the
forces.
soldiers,
Poland kind of
Yeah.
is the reason why NATO exists. You know, like, they kind of got invaded by some guy in the 1930s. You know,
yeah,
kind of a bad move.
Yeah, and then topping out at number 10 before they went through the other ones was the UK. He said stuff like different breweries, different that, and everything.
Germany
They
didn't
said-
make the top 10. I guess they're not.
Did not make
as
the
much
top
alcoholics
10.
as
They
I thought.
slacking?
Yeah. Well, you know they are having some economic problems right now, right? So
It usually
that
means
might
people
make
drink
sense.
more, though.
yeah.
You would think, but if like one of your greatest commodities and resources is beer, you tend to push that off, and you tend to try and export it.
Yeah.
Versus just letting everybody freaking
Ah,
consume it.
yes.
So
Which is the reason why America exports so much porn.
Damn right you do.
oh, so we found the theme of the show tonight, huh?
I mean, export.
Beer and porn.
Everybody shout out your best.
I mean, we are all
favorite
men here,
porn.
so we are all in the business of exporting when it comes to that, right?
Yeah. Everybody shout out your favorite porn category in the comments. Go ahead.
Porn actress.
I'd like to give a shout out to Michaela Cox, who helped me out at Amazing Las Vegas Comic Con. And I want to say I tried looking up a certain whatnot seller's info on other platforms and found nothing, and I'm very disappointed.
You stalking people again, Adam?
No, sure.
Just use your celebrity and be like, "Hey, I'm Blind Adam. What's up?" That's all you
Yeah,
gotta do.
you're too big for that, Adam. You have your agent call their agent, and you have a thing set up.
My agent
Yeah,
is a
you guys meet up somewhere.
My agent, who I'll keep nameless, is a jackass.
Is it the manager? Is the manager your agent?
No, I fired his ass about a year ago now.
How are they doing, man? Are they freaking still chilling, or are they?
I have no clue, and they can talk to my lawyer.
Uh
Oh boy.
Oh.
Woo!
Damn.
Smoke
Those
'em.
fucking sons of bitches.
oh. So I'm guessing Project Pegasus is not going forward at this point.
No, I just did Project Pegasus with somebody else.
Oh,
It's
okay.
up on MiniVid/Blind Adam as we speak.
So how's Porn NATO going?
It's got it right, man. Just just waiting on funding at the moment.
So if y'all want to kickstart a porn movie, just get up with Blind Adam. He'll get that link.
Get it rolling for you, right?
I know how to get things done.
Yep. Hey, so let's shout out some of the folks that are in the freaking crew. Once again, I am Chilton the Koreans Cornbread. Nice to see y'all and welcome again to Drunken Chat, son. I want to shout out GT, Key Comics, Pops and Comics, T Jones, Daria. Thanks for freaking dropping by, Lady Love. Lord of Brooklyn, for life. Always glad to see you, brother. Raymond Camacho, Mojo Quid, Ryan Machiavelli, Blood Sausage. What a name! And Calamity Collectibles.
What's up,
Check the
Calamity?
link. He said, check that link for viruses. Yeah, absolutely. Freaking, hey, no love without a glove. Absolutely. So this is how it kind of looked like last week. When it comes to some of the Drunken Wall Street. It was kind of like a mix of greens here, reds here, we know what was happening, right? The Fed was raising some of those overnight rates. This is what it looked like this week. Just a little more reds, right? Just freaking killing me
Damn.
softly.
The hand
Killing me
came
softly.
across and just said slap.
Yep. But
That's why
I will
you kinda
call
bruised.
people's attention to that Disney joint. It was just like literally 3 weeks ago. We did a show, and we were at 106. Now we're back down to 91, right? $91.
Okay.
Two
So-
more dollars away from my target, where I think we should be trying to buy the stuff at.
Let me just say this for the Disney people that are watching our show and giving us no credit for all of the work that we do for them. If you don't want people to cancel their subscription to Disney Plus, you need to have a show like Mandalorian going year round. Otherwise, people will fucking cancel their subscription the second that show's over. And this is exactly what happened to them last time fucking Mando season 2 ended. This is the same thing that happened after Mando season 1 ended, unlike for me, who had purchased 3 years at that time up front.
Mm-hmm.
Well, did you hear what's happening? That the Disney and Hulu are combining into one app.
Yeah, they're going all into one. Yeah.
And guess what? I already get Hulu for free.
Mm-hmm.
Through Verizon.
They
or
said
through
you can
somebody
still
else.
get it. You can still do it, but they said that they would rather it be packaged together. But you can do them each.
Well,
but
well. So
No.
that's the question, because like right now, for instance, my package is the Disney plus Hulu plus ESPN. But it
Yeah.
looks like what's going to happen is they're going to do the Disney and Hulu. Like you're not going to have a choice going
Yeah.
forward.
So they're basically just going to combine into each other.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
I should cancel my Hulu.
Right,
and
it-
just
so-
go combine?
yeah. So to get
No, you
content-
don't want to cancel your Hulu because then you lose your Hulu stuff.
Really?
But you're gonna want to find out whenever this merger does take place, you're gonna want to find out what the packaging offers.
Mhm.
Like for me, who I used to work for a company that gave me a awesome electronics package when I left, so it's like something I've been able to carry with me over years. Included in that tech package is a subscription to Hulu that I don't pay for at all.
Nice.
I pay for Disney Plus. So if the two of them go together, I have to find out how that works. And so there's an option for me to take free Amazon instead of Hulu, which I may end up taking.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's like some people have the 3-pack, which has ESPN, Hulu, and Disney Plus together. And that's the package that they were offering.
Yeah.
So you have to see. I don't want ESPN. I don't watch enough sports to fucking warrant
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
so.
neither. And there's not enough sports showing on there. Not stuff
Right.
that you want to watch.
right.
I mean,
So
they bought Speed Vision, but then they don't do any racing,
Yeah.
so I'm
yeah.
definitely not.
So the true benefit to having the ESPN package is not necessarily watching anything on ESPN. It's the articles, right? So there's a bunch of ESPN Plus articles that are hidden behind the freaking walls.
Yeah.
That if you are a betting man, those
You
are the
need
ones you want. Freaking like
Mhm.
if you're a draft fiend, like you're like the sports nerd like I am, and you're sitting there for
On
about a
fantasy.
good 20 hours looking at the fucking draft and everything. They've got a whole bunch of
Mhm.
those articles and stuff that you're going to want to freaking get into. That's
Well, we know who you are. We hear your phone going off. Doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, especially like fantasy sports, like they have everything behind the plus wall.
Mhm.
Everything, like all those articles you really want to watch, like you said, the ones you need to be able to read every week before Tuesday or
Yeah,
Wednesday.
every week, I'm shit. 5 o'clock in the morning, I wake up and I'm freaking looking at
Yeah.
new freaking ESPN
Gotta
Plus
be the
articles.
first person.
Man,
Yeah.
I'm fucking feeding for some new ESPN shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See, I worked for the phone company when push notifications first started going out for like all these apps and stuff. And I remember, being like, oh, okay, I got ESPN. And that thing would fucking go off constantly, nonstop. It's just
The BlackBerry. Oh,
ping, ping. Well, yeah, BlackBerry was one of the devices that he had, but
that
it didn't
fucking-
matter what device I had. It
what
would
was that
still
thing
like
called? The SMS tech.
It's so crazy to think that. And now that the app has gotten so much better, and now you can like select which sports and which articles you want to follow and stuff like that, which makes it cool. and does help you out with betting. So damn, you just crushed it with the best reason. Obviously, if you are a betting man and you are gonna like try to participate in extracurricular money activities,
You definitely want that.
So blood sausage, you're committing a foul. You can't just say I'm fucking drinking like a really weird college girl, man. Freaking, you guys let me know, what are you guys freaking drinking?
Yeah, what you sipping on? What's your
Just
beverage
sipping on,
of
what you
choice?
smoking, you know what I mean? So to close out this stock talk, the thing that I've been keeping an eye out is Paramount. Once again, this is something we talked about maybe 3 weeks ago, right after they had an earnings call. They were at 22.89.
That's not why. You're
Oh,
gonna go put
there's
the
all types
Paramount
of other
picture
stuff.
back real quick.
They're
You know why?
89.
They are losing that much from just the announcement of Kevin Costner saying, "I will not be back for next season of fucking Yellowstone."
That's exactly
all
what
of a sudden. Everybody's
Well,
like, "Oh,
so that was
know."
22. So that was a few weeks ago, 22.89. If you look at where it says PARA, that's Paramount down there. They're down to 15.02, so they lost $13.
Oh wow.
Holy shit.
Damn,
So
Kevin
what?
Costner crushed them, bro.
So what's the buy-in at? What's the buy-in at?
I don't know that it is. They're talking about canceling it, right? Altogether.
wow.
Yeah, what are they talking about? Getting rid of
I
Paramount
would
Plus?
say get in now if you have a plan, right?
Well,
You got a
here's
plan
the
of when to
thing.
get out,
You
or
can't
wait till
watch,
10.
You
Wait till
can't
10.
watch Yellowstone on Paramount Plus. You have to have Paramount Network, which is only through the cable providers. So unless you have like a cable package where you subscribe to a cable package, you can't watch that stuff unless you have cable.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what's the
Shout
point
out
of you
to
signing
Mama
up for it?
Comics. Baby, you got the link if you want to freaking join on in.
You to watch Yellowstone, you have to do it on Hulu.
Yeah.
It's not on Paramount Plus, or you have to have to have cable. One of the two.
Yeah, so you have to have the Paramount Network.
Paramount on your cable package.
Or Hulu.
Not Paramount Plus. Yeah, you cannot watch it on Paramount Plus. So Yellowstone,
Yeah,
being
you're
one of
right.
the biggest
You gotta
shows
have
on Paramount,
you gotta have
period.
Paramount the network.
Yeah,
like regular cable, or you gotta have Hulu.
So there you go.
It's not on Plus.
It's crazy, and that's the stupidity that they had. Their paid service didn't have the one fucking show that everybody's looking for. They're making everybody go to Hulu for it through some stupid contract negotiations. It's the same reason why Disney Plus in the United States does not have any of the Spider-Man movies. Far From Home, Homecoming.
Actually, I think they must have just dropped them last week because I was on Disney Plus a couple hours ago. So.
Oh, I think Homecoming finally just dropped, but not Far From Home and not No Way Home.
Yeah, because it was everything up to the Garfield Spider-Mans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, so I'm still formulating what this means right here. So the KBW Bank, this chart here basically shows the KBW Bank returns versus the S&P 500. The S&P 500 is that little pink reddish freaking line that's going across. That's above zero. The KBW Bank is the ones that are like green and blue. All right, the KBW banks is like the top banks in the freaking world, like at least the top 10 to 15. The KBW regionals, those are those regional banks. So if you have a freaking bank near you, Virginia or California, those are the KBW regionals, right? And what's been going on is that, like, if you can look at it, you could see that within the last, since at least in between February and March, it's looking dropped like a freaking rock, right? Those federal rates have absolutely freaking just drop kicked the shit out of it. Investors are pulling a whole bunch of freaking money out, and because of the three banks that they saw freaking drop out, like Silicon Valley Bank, which it initially had an outflow of startup companies deposits, but they ballooned following those initial offerings, right? But when interests were very low before March 22, boom, it freaking dropped, and now freaking there's no more SVB. And that was important for the comic book industry. I keep telling y'all is because PayPal, Shopify, Afterpay, they derive a lot of money and had deposits in Silicon Valley Bank. Signature Bank in New York had a rapid decline in deposits that was tied to fears because it's over its business serving clients in the virtual currency industry. So I think we were having a talk before Ultra about making sure that you have an extra card that you, if you want to go spend stuff, that you put stuff on that freaking card, and it's basically maybe tied to some type of cryptocurrency, so it's a lot harder to get still your shit. Well, that's we're getting shooken up right now because of stuff that's happening to some of those banks that leverage heavily against cryptocurrency. And then the last one I talked to, and I think I talked about it last week. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure I talked about it last week. That was First Republic Bank of San Francisco, which it would go into the KWB Regional. They were started with a large portfolio of jumbo mortgage loans. Those are those prime freaking loans that you really want. But they couldn't be sold to Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac because once again they are above that credit freaking thing. Now, actually, before I get into that, I'll finish this thought. Now, the bank was stuck with these fixed rate loans with interest like around 3.0 or lower, right? So once again, they don't qualify for a lot of the federal relief they want to get. So any potential buyer before the First Republic failed would have demanded a steep discount to take over its loans and securities portfolios like JB Morgan Chase, JPM. They don't want to freaking play because of all the bullshit that's happening.
Shit, Chase bought a bank in the middle of the night. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is just
that's
buying
what
up
they do. That's what they
all the
do.
banks. They have all the real estate. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
But that JP Morgan Chase acquisition of one of those banks that went under in the middle of the night, fucking 4 a.m, they were just like, oh, we'll buy it, and they did.
But they shouldn't have been able to, but they allowed them. They granted them the ability to do it.
So here's what I'm telling you right now. What I'm seeing is every bank, internationally and locally too, is buying more gold than they have ever bought before in history. They are trying to get hard assets in their possession before a crash, because if they do push a USDC or any domestic centralized coin, they're going to do so with a centralized bank, but they're also going to then outlaw all the rest of the coins.
Mm-hmm.
All the rest of the coins will be non-negotiable. You won't be able to trade with them at all. That's going to be where it gets screwed. So buy silver, buy gold is my recommendation, even though I'm not a financial expert. And have crypto again as a safety wall in your wallet.
So right, yeah. So I've been urging people to go a different way, versus buying gold, silver, which can be essential commodities. But I've been telling people about the fact that they've been doing some audits of these actual reserves, like the physical reserves, and then they found out that some of them were fake.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So you got to be careful with that. So
Tungsten.
what you might right. So
Spray paint
there's
real good too. Got that metal cast paint that looks real gold.
So I hate to get political, but what I will say is you got to be aware of what's going on with the fight in between over the funding bill for the country right now. Right, there's a whole big what's going to end up paying for all that stuff is these treasury bonds. With all these banks failing, what they actually put a bunch of those bonds up for auction. Those motherfuckers are cheap as hell, and they're going like month by month. Usually we just go like year or like quarterly. No, they're going month by month right now for these really cheap. So you can go get them, grab them like treasury.gov, I believe is the freaking joint. All you got to do is fund it first, maybe like put 100, 200, 500, whatever you want, and then just go ahead and freaking and just buy the shit. Now, here's the risk. The risk is if the country fails to pay against those bonds, then you're not going to get as much interest as you normally would. You're going to get what you bought into, but you're not going to get as much interest as you normally would. But in the meantime, you're gonna get $100 bond for 85, 75 freaking dollars. Once again, treasury.gov auctions. You might want to freaking check that out. That's what if you want to take advantage of this whole crazy situation, that's where I would suggest people go. Not a financial advisor, but that's what I'm looking at.
Say, I ain't a financial advisor, but that's what I'm finna do.
So what did you guys?
y'all.
Yeah, what did you guys think of this? Elon Musk, who is the owner of Twitter and SpaceX and Tesla, he decided he was going to turn over the Twitter operations to this young lady. I forget what her name is, Linda. Yes, Yaccarino or
Yeah,
Yesarino, whatever. She's going to be the Twitter
Yaccarino.
CEO. Right? I don't know what to think about this. I'm failing to connect this to any type of how it's going to impact us, and then but it's kind of weird, right? After this whole big fight, right? Of over what he's been pulling out of freaking Twitter, he like fired a whole bunch of people because they weren't answering their freaking emails at like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the freaking morning.
He shouldn't
Did
have
you
been in
guys have any
charge of the
thoughts on this?
He shouldn't have been in charge of the company anyways.
Right.
Like, I mean, I
Just
get
buy,
that
yeah,
you're
just buy it and
just buy it and like
Just
don't
buy it.
even do anything and pass it off to someone else if you're just there for the
Nah, he
paycheck.
needed to clean it up.
He needed to
But
clean it up.
here's the thing: there's a lot of people who think that they won't be putting money into the company, like as far as paying for premium services, Twitter Blue, until they realize and can see that this chick right here is not going to slow roll in the censorship that was previously there.
Mm.
So that's the main concern right now. I have reservations about her, even though she was in the Trump administration. She is still a council member of the WEF. Does everybody know what that is?
Elaborate, please.
World Economic Forum.
Okay.
So Darth Vader is her boss. I'm sorry. The slee stack who wears a tunic is her boss. And
You're right the first time, but that works.
no one got that one. Okay.
Yep.
The second one was funny. Come on. So this is it's a problem because the World Economic Forum wants every one of us to eat bugs and own nothing and be happy. I'm not about that life. I don't know about you guys, but I enjoy red meat, and I don't give a fuck about how much red meat I eat. And I don't want my phone turning my money off because I eat too many London broil sandwiches. Well,
Based on that, though, what do you think about the whole the Apple Card? What's your the Apple Card? The whole
right.
what do you think of
Apple.
it? I've been debating it for the last few weeks, so I'm just kind of.
Oh, you're talking about the new savings account that they offer with like a 4-something%. Look,
Exactly.
this is the aggressive way that digital currency companies like Apple are going to try to get your money. Like, I don't know about you guys, but right here where I live, there's gas stations that want you to purchase one of their cards and then load money on it, and then they'll give you a 10-cent discount on your gas.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But you have to load money on it like it's a Starbucks card. Does everybody know that Starbucks makes millions of dollars a year on people who don't spend the leftover fucking change on their Starbucks cards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just the fact that you use their card to transfer funds. You're loading money on it. And
See, that's
they're
why. Yeah, I
using
mean,
your money.
yeah, I mean that's why unions. You go ahead and freaking get that bag, but the balls of the Starbucks unions to act like they're the ones that are actually making money for fucking Starbucks. That shit's fucking crazy. That means that they don't even know where Starbucks actually makes their fucking money.
So
it ain't from fucking
Well, all it's off
macchiato.
the customers.
I
No,
can tell
but
you that.
it's from the customers.
So Elon's
no,
going
it
to
ain't
put her in
from-
charge, right? But he's going to still do the technology stuff. So we still got Elon being chief technology officer. He's reassured us that he's like, give her a fair chance. He's like, I know it looks bad, everybody. I know. I just got here, got cool, and got everybody to come back and like Twitter for a second. And now he's pissing off everybody who came back to Twitter after the mass exodus that they took. So we'll see what happens if he stays in position. He keeps Twitter on the pace that they were doing because they're about to launch a massive news show on Twitter. I don't know if you guys know about that, but if not, we won't get political.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
But again, the one thing that everybody wants is to not have shadow bans, no matter what side you're on. If you want to post something stupid on Twitter, we want the world to fucking see it. Okay. Like,
That's what I thought Twitter was for. To post stupid
that's
shit.
exactly what it was for. But when they throttle stuff and when they shadow ban you and they do all this stuff to hide you, like certain people, if you don't have enough followers and you post on like a senator's tweet, they don't see you. You don't exist to them. So it's like there's still a lot of work to be done. Adam, I believe that your voice is as equal as my voice, is as equal as Remo's voice, and it should be as equal as, Speaker of the House's voice.
I agree.
We should all have the same voice when it comes to a community square, and nobody should be able to outweigh somebody else's voice or silence somebody else's voice by just talking louder than them.
Yeah. So good luck with that, Twitter.
No, but so that's kind of like what I was asking for, and Eric kind of chimed in what he thought. But I mean, basically that Apple Card is paying you a percentage just to keep money in there.
Mm-hmm.
And not even like a minimum balance, just to keep money in there. Period, just to use it. You know what I mean?
They're doing that. Other banks are doing it too, because all of them are trying to fight for your deposit right now because they're trying not to go under. They're trying to make sure that they have enough capital on hand to survive anything that's coming, because a lot of people are fearful of a big punch in the face. Someone's going to play Smash Mouth, and if the economy gets hit, then damn well.
That was pretty good right there. Yeah, I was thinking all the internet like. Yeah.
Body.
Yeah.
No, but I think that if you, I think any of these credit cards, you kind of got to use them to your benefit, not for debt, but to your benefit. You know what I mean? Like, if that means charging all your bills on it and paying it off at the end of the month with your cash or whatever, and using the returns to pay for plane tickets if you travel, or going to Disney, or any of these things that you want to do that cost money, that these institutions will basically give you as promo. You got to find the ones that work best for you, and you really kind of can't really complain about the interest rates if you're getting out of it, unless they're too high.
Dude, 4% is amazing, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's not outpacing inflation.
No,
they're not
absolutely.
the only ones who are doing it though. Apple is now matching what other banks are doing, because there was a couple of big banks that were hitting people up, and people were like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna make that deposit, bro." Like that's what they're doing.
About what you just said about, like, when you brought up the point about Starbucks. Everybody doesn't use Starbucks, but everybody has a fucking iPhone. You know what I mean? So it's like, if you can get everybody to use their money on there, you're just as powerful as JP Morgan Chase at that point.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean,
because you're using their money. You know what I mean?
Even the Android people get to, have Samsung Pay, man. They get to load their credit cards and shit like that on
for
there.
that matter, the same thing. Absolutely, yeah. But I mean, they're getting in, like, if you slowly you're watching Starbucks do that, though. They're using our money, like, and gladly I charge, I'll charge up the card 2 or 3 times a week. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna use the money. You can only use it there, but they can use your money anywhere, because all week you're gonna be using it, but you're just kind of, they're not laundering your money, but they're washing their money through yours. You know what I mean? Like, they're just, you didn't buy coffee right now, so I'm gonna take your $5 and go and buy this.
They're the legal mafia. Go ahead and say it.
You know what I mean?
So I'll give you a perfect example of how it works. So this month is Teacher Appreciation Month, right? All the freaking kids and their freaking parents, including my freaking kid and my wife, they went out and freaking bought fucking Starbucks fucking cards, right? Mm-hmm. And like, for each freaking kid, for each class, right? Because there's like 8 periods or some shit, right? They're gonna go out and they're gonna fucking buy a whole bunch of Starbucks cards, right? Put $50 on the freaking card, you fucking give it to the fucking teacher. That's one kid.
Yeah.
There's 30 kids in the fucking class. So that fucking teacher cannot spend all that in 1 month. Right?
There you go. Exactly.
So that teacher is probably sitting on at least $500 at minimum. $500 worth of fucking Starbucks fucking cards. Right? for the benefit for Starbucks is okay. They've got $500, $450 in the bank. Say she spent only $50. They then get to borrow against that $450 that she hasn't spent yet, and do whatever with it. They can buy
Yeah,
treasury bonds, which you're
there
going
you
to
go.
do, and it's going to accrue interest for them, right? Whether she spends it or not. Right. So, and that's the freaking way it really works for them is that they take all
Yes.
these freaking things that people are fucking buying, especially all these little fucking gift cards. And like, think about how many freaking events we got going on just this month. You got Teacher Appreciation Month. You got Mother's Day, which is fucking coming up, right? We just had what Valentine's Day. You got freaking
Birthdays.
birthdays and all that other stuff, man. I don't know the exact number of stuff that of what they make off of the freaking gift cards, but I do know that at the end of the day, they do get to borrow against that money and use it for other
That
fucking
money's
stuff.
already in their account. Once you
Yeah,
bought
it's
that
already
gift
there.
card, they got paid.
Yeah, they got
It's like
They got
paid.
paid, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah,
the dope
exactly,
man
right?
gets the money up front.
Right. So yeah, so I used to me and my dad we actually used to own a cafe shop, right? And for each drink, the most expensive drink, the cost to us was 70 cents.
Mhm.
Yet we would charge $3.30. But this is like 2000, no, maybe like 1998, 1999, right? So think about that freaking markup. Now that's without thinking about like overhead for rent and all the other stuff, right? So if it's costing us as a independent freaking cafe, it's going to cost Starbucks maybe 5 cents to make that fruity, fresh and fruity fucking drink that they're fucking giving everybody,
Yeah.
Well,
and they're charging
especially
people $7, $8.
yeah, well, especially if they own all the factories that are sending you that products as well, and then on top of that, the beans, right? They
Hmm.
outsource all their beans from like whatever country, but their hands are in that pie too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like where they teach wherever they're buying the coffee from, like their methods of roasting coffee, how you bag it, blah blah blah, all that. I mean, I've worked at Starbucks for like I don't know 3 or 4 years, just for the insurance, and then through all those years, I became like a stock shareholder. Everyone at the company was like that I worked at was like sell that stock, sell that stock. I'm like hell no. We see the same people at the exact same time. We know how much they're gonna spend. Like there's no end to their like caffeine addiction, like ever. But
Sometimes
anyways,
it's not even the caffeine; it's just
Really?
gone.
yeah. But anyways, and then on top of that, I've seen how many people go in there to buy gift cards, like just simply gift cards, right?
Yeah.
Like it's always the same time of the night. Like it's at the end of the night, someone's rushing in there buying 10 gift cards for whatever holiday, and then to pass out to like whatever, like teachers, significant others, whatever. Like 'cause Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, all that shit is always busy. Christmas time is insane of how much people spend for gift cards.
Yep. Because you could give them money, but then that would just be weird. You got to be that old crazy ass uncle
But see,
that just gives out money.
here's the thing about it. That's just like airlines. They don't make their money on operating flights. They make their money on frequent flyer programs. And really, frequent flyer programs were like the first form of cryptocurrency, if you think about it, because it's not regulated by the government. They can produce as much of it as they want, and they can also the way that they do frequent flyer miles now, which is different from when it started back in the 80s, is that they can dynamically adjust their pricing. So if you want to do frequent flyer miles to get a flight, let's say in the middle of October, it's going to be far cheaper than if you're trying to get a flight, let's say around Thanksgiving time, right? So they can essentially raise and lower the interest rate on those frequent flyer miles based on how the airlines is feeling that day. And there's nothing that the federal government can do about it. Now, the airlines, now every airline has a major credit card, even Spirit. So what they're basically doing is they're making money off the interest rates. What they pair with a bank, they're making money off of the frequent flyer miles and all the different companies that partner with that, and they're able to pretty much produce that's why when you say, "Oh, sign up for this credit card and you get 50,000 frequent flyer miles," well, that's costing them nothing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So they're basically using the money that people are paying in. They're distributing back out these make believe points, and it's essentially the same thing with gift cards. That's how a lot of businesses, especially major businesses like Starbucks, are able to stay in business because they can do whatever they want really with them gift cards. Why you think you see Target run 10% off of gift cards, or if you spend 100 on gift cards, you get $20 back, because they've been running the data for years and they already know, well, shit, we could give everybody and their mama $20 off a gift card, because guess what? Only 75% of them gonna use it. So we still gonna be up, 25% on that anyway. So we're not even gonna lose that discount that we give them. We're not even gonna lose that.
But not only that, everything's already paid for.
Yes, and everything's already paid for. And then whatever, depending on what you go and buy in the store, it's a markup on that.
Yeah.
Right. And even if some people that use a gift card, you got to think some people might leave $1.50 on the gift card. And that adds up over time. So
you should have seen how many people just like, oh, you still have 25 cents left on this gift card. Oh, I don't want it. Just toss it.
Yeah.
Happened all the time.
And then they go back and you can wipe those cards of the.
I mean, there's nothing. I mean,
there's nothing you can do at the store level, but that's.
I mean, at best, you can add it to your own personal account.
Yeah.
If you stole all those cards, but then like if you get caught doing that, you got caught stealing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see now with that Apple Card, that's a line that you got to have a line of credit in order to get the savings account. So that is the one caveat with that.
But if you start the credit card, then you can get the savings account.
Yeah, then you can get the savings account. So for some people, that might be a deal breaker if you got to do all of that in order to get the credit card, man, or in order to get the 4.5%. Because see, if they just gave it, but see now PayPal, I think you can get a 4.5% savings account without having a line of credit. So that would be something I would be interested in. But at the same time, it's kind of like that 4.5% is, it's definitely attractive. But let's just say you got 20,000 and you do 4.5%. You getting what? $900 in a year.
Yeah, there ain't enough.
You getting about 20K. I'm pretty sure it's a way you could take that 20K and grow your money faster, and and more, and more fruitful. So even at 4.5%, it really ain't.
Yeah, for instance, what you can do is you can buy stocks and you can rent out your own stocks and you get paid monthly off of that. That's the easiest way to make money.
Rent your own
like that
stocks?
Toro app where you can rent
people
out.
don't realize that, right? So once you get up to like 20,000, you can buy these Prince Royal freaking high ass fucking stocks, and then you can rent them out to the brokerage, and then they rent them out to freaking people, and then you get the revenue off of renting that shit out.
Fascinating.
Yeah, that sounds like some bullshit to me, but I'll roll with it.
That sounds like a scam.
It's called how white people get rich.
Man, that's like
the money laundering edition of Drunken Chat's on tonight. I'm hearing a lot of it, man.
Oh, it's a thing.
It's because we're not financial advisors. We're not telling you what to do with your money.
Yeah, we're just talking about what we're trying to do with our bread. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
We talking about.
What I'm definitely not telling you is to get a friend group, and each of y'all pitch in like $5,000, and then you get this one brokerage freaking group.
Y'all remember them apps that was around where you could buy like a percentage of a Hulk 181?
Oh, fractional owning.
I don't know what the fuck happened with that.
Yeah, see, that was some bullshit too. I don't even know if them apps is around, man.
Because none of those places actually had the books. They got audited and then found out, oh, you don't actually have a Hulk 181 or a Batman 1. Like, There's
I do remember what you're talking about, and I'm pretty sure it's like big books only. So it was like something that actually had like enough that they could actually put out shares. But
right.
Man, what was the name of those? No, I'm trying to think of the name of it. I know it was
Well,
like
you don't want to
Listen,
promote them though.
it's weird. Yeah, it's weird, right? Because it first started out with art, which made sense, right? Like, okay, I can't buy this art by myself, so we'll get a group together and then we'll buy pieces of the freaking art, and then I can sell my piece of the art if I need the freaking cash, right? But then it spread to like trading cards, right? You know, like fucking Babe Ruth cards and everything. Then they now it sounds like you guys are talking about they're trying to do it for fucking comic books, which is even fucking weirder. And then if you're telling me they fucking don't even have the fucking books, which is crazy because it's not like the books are that expensive. Like a 9.8 for a 1.8 Hulk 181 is what 15K, 20K at the most. It's not that fucking. We're not talking about fucking Picasso's.
Well,
it's too. The price of that book is too damn high.
It's not Picasso high.
You can really only do that with stuff that, like, in my opinion, it's like a 101. You know, like some fucking Banksy artwork. You know, a game worn pair of Jordan shoes, stuff like that. Because then you don't have to really worry about anybody trying to tank the market on it. You know what I'm saying? And
Custom
you could
bikes built by Ultra, custom cars built by Ultra. What?
I mean, you could buy because you could buy into a game worn pair of Jordan shoes, and maybe last sale was 10,000. You buying to a percentage of that, you know, and maybe 10 years down the line, some Mexican drug lord needs to launder money, and he wants to pay 20,000-30,000 for it, right? So, but
wink.
with comics, think about how many Hulk 181s it is out there.
Oh no! You can't be ruining the illusion, man. Don't be telling these people that there's hundreds of thousands of copies of that book out there.
Ultra said
hundreds of thousands, more than the first appearance of Deadpool. Anyway,
I'm now selling fractional shares of my 1-of-1 Hank Aaron auto. So hit me up on Instagram if you want.
You still have that? You didn't sell it, right?
I didn't sell it. I was gonna trade it to Nate, but I decided at the end to keep it.
This is why I like you guys. We all invest in different ways. See, what I did locally is I let some poser talk a bunch of shit, and then I bought his .com for his business, and I have held it on an auto pay ever since.
awesome.
That's strong arming, right? They'll let your .com lapse.
Yeah,
so I'll continue investing in escorts, and we'll just do that.
Oh,
see how that works out for so
they
the
say
big
they
collectible.
say pussy will sell when cotton and corn won't.
Damn right.
So hey, Lucas, did you hear somebody already beat this fucking game in 1 hour and 33 minutes?
Yeah, there's all types of different weird shit going on.
What game is this?
Yeah, the Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. They put out a special collector's edition, which was like $100 to $120. Then after that, it's the price bumped up to like $200 and $400 on the secondary market.
And this was talked about. We talked about this one on the radar.
Yeah, I think a couple weeks ago was when I talked about what was going on. Is that a guy he freaking got? Actually, no, that was something else. But
this one,
yeah,
this was pre-sale, right?
What's that?
This was the pre-sale one. This is the one you could have pre-ordered like a month and a half ago.
Exactly, right. And it was all types of weird stuff going on where people put it in, and then later on their stuff got freaking swagged. They claimed that they were bots and all that other stuff. So their sales, they declined their sale and everything. So it was pissing a lot of people off. It's supposed to come out Friday, like today, Friday. But a lot of people, they're not getting it till freaking Monday. So you're telling me that people already have it and they've already played it and already fucking beat it and all the other shit. So I know a lot of people are going to be freaking pissed off, especially when they spend like $200 to $400.
Don't watch YouTube. Stay off of Twitter and stay off of Instagram for the next couple of days.
I mean, really, that's all you can do, you know. And this is a pretty big game. So here's the thing: the time to strike, if you did purchase these, you have to watch and then sell at your comfortable mark, man, and then just move on from there. You cannot just I saw some people that got hesitant and like pre-listed before the game even dropped, and they sold for like a little bit over what they paid for it, and because they weren't jumping the gun.
Who first?
This is all good shit. All the collectible stuff that goes along with the Zelda stuff, you could have pre-ordered it. Like they had a limited edition Switch, they had a limited edition controller, limited edition case, this special guide, and I think like one or two other things too that you could have gotten. So, good luck.
I don't give a fuck about that. I just want to play the game, man. I don't need all these.
Give me a little fucking Switch cartridge, man. I'm good.
Yeah, fucking Switch cartridge is about the size of a fucking dime, man. I don't, man. Nah, just that's all. I download the game digital, you know.
Yeah, man. So that's
I saw
that's
the
where we're at.
moonlighting come on.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna take a break. Oh, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm watching the end of the game, man.
dude,
You
he looked like,
Oh, sweet.
like
We're
he
on
was like
Austin Sauce Radio now.
yeah, he looked like he was on that fentanyl freaking high. He just freaking
I was like Laura was earlier when she was.
love you, Laura.
I was catching the end of the game. I'm watching the game over the top of the screen, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so we're gonna take a quick 40-second break so I can freaking pour me a fucking another freaking drink, and then we'll go in and start talking about a little bit of movies.
Yeah. Shit, fucking.
Let's all go to the lobby.
Oh, we're not doing that.
I was fast.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
All right, and we're freaking back, man. Freaking, hope you had a chance to do a little sip, smoke, whatever. Exactly. I know it's not enough time for you to freaking, have a bio freaking break, but it should be enough, right? All right. So, have we all watched at least some of these movies? Guardians of the Galaxy at number 1. 152.7 this week. Super Mario Brothers 23.43 million to bring them to over half a billion at 522, and then Evil Dead Rise. Look, that one's got to be the most surprising to me that it's freaking sticking in there at freaking 8.1 to give you 56 because it's not even freaking Halloween. That's not even freaking summertime.
Bruce Campbell's the GOAT, even though he only makes a cameo.
But most horror films come out at weird times, right? Like
Right.
what Scream came out during Christmas.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know any of the other ones off the top of my head, but that's the one that sticks out the most, right? Because like, who expected a horror film during Christmas time to do like crazy numbers?
Yeah.
Well, the only movie I remember was like in a spring. I want to say it was like Jeepers Creepers or something.
I always think of the Annabelle
What they
movies
call
like
classic.
during the summertime and stuff like that.
One of those came out like at a weird time because I remember going and seeing it and not expecting it to be good, and then it turned out good. I think it was Jeepers.
Yeah. Mama Comics, she said that she wants to go and watch Guardians again. Bloodsuster says Otis was the spot where you can buy partial keys. I'm not sure what that's about.
My coworker was like, "Don't." He was like, "You seen?" He just moved here from Mexico. He was like, "You seen Guardians of the Galaxy?" And I was like, "Nah, I haven't seen it yet." He's like, "Don't go see it." He's like,
What?
"Don't take the kids to go see it." He was like, "That's." He said that's the most depressing movie I haven't seen in a long time.
It's got James Gunn, first off, doing a Guardians movie. You should have known he was going to kill somebody. Like, people die in his movies. That's like his thing. He likes to kill people.
It's like a staple.
You know, my wife went with me, and I'm sorry for not being here last week. I was out with the wife. But we went to the movies and saw it on opening night, and it was packed house, man. So it was good. I actually enjoyed this movie a lot for a lot of reasons, but there's also I have a lot of gripes. I have a lot of gripes with James Gunn touching my Guardians the way he did. He fucked up the future Guardians bad, but he had liberty to do so.
Mm-hmm.
But the future
He dropped
Guardians,
the mic, basically.
what's that?
He just dropped the mic, basically, and fucked it up, basically, so no one can really
Well,
come.
they're supposed to be the Guardians of the year 3000, not of the fucking current time. So Starhawk and Martin X and Charlie 27, you know, all those basically the Guardians that were introduced at the end of 2,
yeah,
and in episode 2 or part 2 were Guardians of the future. There's now two Yondus in the Marvel universe. They made the Michael Rooker Yondu the ancestor of a future Yondu, who's the Yondu from the Guardians 3000. Guardians 3000 was probably one of the coolest comic books that took place right before Secret Wars. But nobody remembers this stuff except for people who are hardcore Guardians fans. That Guardians 3000 also had a version of Star-Lord that was Star-Lord in the year 3000. So Peter Quill basically, he lives a really, really long time. But that was when I was making fun of Marvel because, again, they had 3 different Star-Lords in 3 different locations. And that was one of them. But Star-Lord's story gets wrapped up. A lot of stories get wrapped up in this. And this is exactly what they needed. But it really was. It felt like the OG MCU, here. You know, like when you left satisfied that you saw a good movie. Not only did you see a Marvel movie, but you saw a good movie. So,
I don't know.
Max.
Yeah, I don't know. So here's what I always look out for is where in this movie are they pushing to where Marvel is going forward.
Oh, I know exactly where they're going, but that's a future
I wanted more of a direction on where Adam Warlock was freaking going. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, okay, he's going to be part of the Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't give a fuck. I wanted to see. Remember how in the Last Door movie, you all of a sudden brought up the Greek gods and everything. I wanted to see that. I wanted to see us inching toward, because there's a storyline in the Marvel comics that had just happened within the last couple of years, where Peter Quill goes toe to toe with some of those freaking Greek gods.
Yeah,
I wanted to freaking see that happen.
The Greek god baby and all sorts of other stuff. Me and Lucas are on this one, but Lucas, nobody else is on this. They're not fans of Guardians. They're not following.
They don't read. That's basically what you're saying.
Where Thanos
there's some good stuff happening
death
in
for
Marvel. So just stand by and let them freaking continue to tear it up and wonder why nobody gives a damn about their freaking movies when you've got a lot of good writing inside your freaking books and you're not utilizing it.
And that's exactly what DC said they were going to do, is they were going to stick to their source material. So James Gunn, watch him do his thing over there too, though. He's going to not stick to the source material as much as people think he is going to. But look at the Suicide Squad versus Suicide Squad. The Suicide Squad was twice the movie.
Oh yeah. Well, and then look at how many people fell in love with Peacemaker.
Absolutely.
I just don't like the fact that they killed Starro off in that joint. Probably should have not killed.
Damn,
I don't understand why they have to always kill the fucking villains in those freaking movies.
It's a damn fish. Good.
We got a Warriors fans in the chat.
This is why I got rid of all my Curry cards before playoffs. Oh wait, I still might have a couple, but that's okay. There's always next year. I don't know how long he'll last, but yeah.
Comics Man just dropping bombs in the chat. That's all. What's up, Comics Man?
So I hear Warriors, and I was thinking the movie.
This is Aaron. This is why I keep saying I think we need to revive our alphabet of anime to freaking chat.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I was watching last week's episode with you and Comics Main. That actually would sound like a lot of fun to do.
Freaking look, man. Common Rider. They're doing a preview of the movie that there's happening in freaking New York. Right. It's the first like U.S. release. It's going to be in New York in March 2023 before they release it out to other freaking theaters. All right.
I want to know what's on
And
that
what
bike.
Yeah, and what we've seen so far from some of the fucking trailers is that it's going to be fucking badass. It's going to be the fucking shit. It's not going to be that Cowboy Bebop revamp shit. Where they fucked it up.
That
It's going to be
was
pretty damn good.
God.
that was tough to watch. And then my whole prediction at the end was that what's his face was going to show up at the end. That the little kid.
I forget what his name is.
Yeah, but that was my prediction of the Netflix series the entire time. And then
They need a
it came
redo.
true.
Totally need a redo.
But I mean, like, it's like Netflix every time they try to do a live action anime, they somehow like fail. Fuck it up spectacularly. Like what? Ghost in the Shell?
Yeah.
Like how many people are like, oh, I'm gonna go watch that on Netflix?
No.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Oh man, but
To continue off of Red Hood, hashtag shit nobody says.
No, Aaron, you're bringing up so many great freaking points and not even realizing it. But I think the main thing to build up on is like networks like Netflix right now. You're putting a lot more investment in some of these international to include
Right, it's smart.
these Asian countries, especially during this time where we got this whole writers freaking guild freaking strike, right? They said it before. They said we were going to put billions of dollars in the fucking Asian. So they, all right, go ahead, have your little fucking strike, guys. That's fine. I'm going to in the meantime, I want to put like about $7 billion over here because they don't have the same bullshit that you guys are freaking looking for.
Well, and it's already established storylines too, right? If they did something that was like even manga based, like where you take like I don't know 5 or 6 books or whatever, make that a season, like people would fall in love with that shit.
They will fall in love with that shit. You know what I mean?
And it could go on for a very long time too.
Yeah. If you don't believe that, look at what they did with fucking Power Rangers. The first 2 to 3 seasons of Power Rangers was just revamp shit.
So I'll give them credit with the One Piece thing, right? Netflix starting to do live action One Piece.
They're already doing a second version of Death Note, though.
That is true. They are doing a new version of that. Is it going to do? I would assume it's going to be better.
See, I didn't like the live action. It was a little too much like that Frank Miller live action.
But is it Willem Dafoe?
Wait, there's a live action Death Note?
Yeah,
there's
was
going to
already
be a
one.
second version.
It's like there's a live action
of
fucking
Death Note
Titans.
on here in a second.
Attack of the Titans. It's like it's weird.
Well, I mean, like, what's the only the only anime that went to live action that I've ever heard anyone talk positive about was Alita Battle Angel, right?
Yeah, because that was the only like mainstream one, like hardcore mainstream, like theatrical release movie that like got acclaim because it got recognition nationwide.
Right.
But
that's one success story out of how many failures?
I mean,
that's why I'm worried about, like, because you're starting to hear the rumors again about Akira being a live action. Like,
that's a Leo DiCaprio project. That's something that Leo DiCaprio has been trying to get made for fucking years, man.
Yeah, like pre-pandemic.
At least 20 years at this point.
Not that long. At least 5, though, right?
Nah, it's gotta be longer than that.
I don't think it was announced.
Doesn't matter how long. It's Akira. It's like
it's got to do it justice, and it's.
I think it'll do it justice. I just don't think it needs to be live action. Like it's already been done. Like what do you need to expound on?
Look, as somebody who owns the Pioneer first remastered variant on DVD of Akira in widescreen, I love it. I get it. It's a piece of cinematic history. That's what makes Akira really cool, is because of the appeal of it being done as a theatrical anime with such extravagant just artwork and detail.
But
This
that's
is
why
something
it
that
can't be live action. You're gonna fuck it up.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean that's what makes it such a great piece. It's
Yeah.
the
That's
animation.
why I'm going to show I want my son to watch that movie when he's old enough to understand, like old enough to watch it. Because Akira's not.
Bro, I gotta watch that shit again myself just to kind of like. I know what it's about and everything, but just to watch it and just like watch it develop, it's kind of that movie is a brain fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as you watch it, you're just kind of like, damn, what the fuck just happened to this dude?
Yeah,
Like,
just a good remastered variant, either Blu-ray, DVD,
Excuse me,
4K, whatever
Ultra.
you
What
can
version
find.
of the DVD do you have?
I have the very first version that they remastered. It was like their 1999, so it would have been their 15th anniversary.
They just had an anniversary version pass up.
Yeah.
I wish I bought that.
Yeah. Hey, Aaron, where the fuck were all these motherfuckers when we were doing anime alphabet, man?
Right? And we had Heartless too.
And Blind
Yeah,
Adam, if you're buying it on DVD,
Christ.
that DVD version has both a regular 16:9, and then it also has a widescreen disc. So there's two discs
I
inside of it.
sold.
But it is remastered. That was like the first time they remastered it and put it on DVD. It's one of my favorite
Remastered
DVDs in my
widescreen,
collection, for
I'm
sure.
So it sounds like we do definitely need to revive anime alphabet or anime Asian media or Kotaku, anime Kotaku, something like that, right? Where we go deep into like Asian entertainment stuff. Like,
Comics and sneakers, hit him with it.
Yeah. Do Ninja Scroll before you touch.
Everybody wants to see Ninja Scroll.
I do too, but even Ninja Scroll is it's perfect the way it is. Doesn't need to be done. You can do it live action though. Don't get me wrong, you could do it, but do I really want to see that? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I always hear of Ninja Scroll and Battle of the North Star. Like those are the two that
Fist of the North Star.
Fist of the North Star. Yeah.
Fist of the North Star. They did it live action. That shit was terrible.
Did they?
I mean, it was some funny things to it, but
that was because it was so fucking terrible. Like, it was literally the worst. Oh man, okay. But that even like Fist of the North Star was dope, but it was like even the way that was done was so over the top. Like it was just kind of like.
I actually just watched Speed Racer with my wife the other night.
The live action or
the seen it? Yeah, the live action Speed Racer with Emil Hirsch and Christina.
Mama Kama says that she knows some gals who know their animes and mangas, and absolutely, I would love to meet them and let's freaking do a show. But knowing your anime and loving your mangas and all the other shit, it's a lot different than actually be able to communicate what you love about it.
I think they're also content creators.
Yeah, I want to hear. I want to hear them talk about it. Right?
Yeah, we should get my boy on here. He does a anime podcast called Bingo Book Podcast. Yeah, he definitely knows this shit. He knows his anime and his manga. I'm not gonna say for sure he'll do the show, but I'm pretty sure he'll do the show. Cause
I would like to see a live action Gundam Wing, just so we can see live huge Gundams. Like,
no, Gundam.
I mean, I know they have them in Japan.
Here's the deal. This is fucking May. This is Asian American freaking Heritage Month. We should be doing something, right? So let's try.
Yeah. I say we go the Drunken Chat team right here. I say we go raid Japan and get into that actual life-size Gundam and double check it to make sure it's not actually like legit live.
Legit works.
Double check it to make sure.
I'd be up for that.
I can't be in certain countries in Asia, man, because I don't want to meet up with my kids, my unknown kids. Moving on, freaking Stranger Con is happening in a few hours. Make sure you freaking hit them up on freaking Twitter and check out their freaking YouTube. Don't know what's freaking going on with their. That's if you love the freaking storyline and freaking art and all this stuff. I don't know what the fuck is going on with their supposed fucking TV show or their fucking movie. I don't know what's going on with there, but if you do love the freaking storyline and you do love to support black creators. That might be something you might want to freaking do. Uh, Beetlejuice 2, the latest news is that William Dafoe, this is actually pretty interesting because he's pretty much a big deal, is that he's going to be a part of the cast for Beetlejuice 2, but he's not going to be like a big part. He's like some dude that's in purgatory with him, hanging out and doing this fucking thing. But
Or like a cameo appearance kind of.
William Dafoe doesn't do just fucking cameos. You know that. He
Yeah.
fucking He'll fucking steal the
So
fucking
you know that's a
show.
bunch of bullshit. That's exactly I was waiting to say. That's a bunch of bullshit. Willem Dafoe showing up in a movie, it's going to be spectacular.
Mm-hmm. You know, he's gonna fucking show out and just fucking be the weirdness that he is. He's one of those ugly, sexy motherfuckers that's just out there, like
Hey, yo.
yeah. There's plenty of girls that I see all the time that you're like they're ugly, but you would fuck the shit out of them, and then next thing you know, you got to spend like 10 years like what the fuck is going on? Like you are ugly, but you're ugly, sexy, and I don't know why. That's William Dafoe right there, man. And I've seen movies with him when he was young, and I don't know what it is, but he's got that weird freaking characteristic. So he's going to do his thing in Beetlejuice too. All right, now for a quick couple of greens that I got to shove down your
He's going to
throats.
spoon feed you.
Yeah. Star Wars: The High Republic Avengers number 6 through 8. This is for the retailers. Okay, are going to be returnable. So for you customers, you end user customers, what you got to understand is if you're trying to think of, oh, should I buy this because it's fucking rare and everything, this is something that you're going to want to cycle into your thinking is that these are returnable. So even if the retailers buy 100 and they only sell 12, they're going to return the other 80 or so. 80, 78 or so, right? So that's what you got to figure into thinking. So Star Wars, Harvey Avengers, Harvey Talbot. Actually, all of them are the Harvey Talbot covers. They're all going to be returnable. So you got to keep that. Are any
incentive variants going to be offered for these issues?
I do not know.
We'll have to find out on FOC shows.
Yep. So the first FOC for these is going to be $5.29. These are Dark Horse books. Right, Dark Horses, and the thing to keep in mind is that the Dark Horse books are just now starting to move over to Penguin Random House distributors, right? Vices are going through Diamond, so there's going to be some freaking aches, some freaking pains as to figure out how to receive the books that don't freaking push them out. So, just want to keep that in mind.
That makes more sense now. Like, I was picking up issues of the hyperspace stories, even though it wasn't good. And I left it on my pull box, and then all of a sudden, like, I'm getting notifications from my story, like, "Hey, this issue is canceled. This issue is canceled."
What?
Do you know what's going on with that? I know they were like talking about ending the storyline for that, but
for which one?
The hyperspace stories.
Not sure. I haven't gotten a freaking notification, but I'll have to freaking check it out. Just remind me.
Okay.
I mean, if the sales got low, they probably canned it. But
yeah, I assumed it got canned, but I didn't know what issue it ended at.
You said
anything by IDW. Yeah, anything by IDW that was Star Wars is.
This is Dark Horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
Yeah, it was like one of their first properties that they started with Dark Horse for Star Wars.
This is really tiny.
Yeah.
I cannot see.
See if I can blow
there we
it
go.
up.
I had to blow it up. Amazing Spider-Man Annual. Astonishing Iceman #1. Death of the Venomverse #1. Doctor Strange #6. Fantastic Four #10. Now it's all gone. I blew up my screen. I'm watching on a 36-inch television.
Okay, so what Ultra is reading is that
Moon Knight 26, Miles Morales Spider-Man #9, Magneto #1, Planet of the Apes #5, Red Goblin #7, Scarlet Witch #7, Star Wars Yoda #10, Strange Academy Miles Morales #1, Warlock Rebirth number 5, What If Dark Venom number 1, X-Men 25, and then there's gonna be some trade paperbacks. But due to the July 4th holiday closures, August 23rd week 1 comic titles that would normally FOC on 7/3/23 have been moved up 1 week earlier to a 6/26/23 FOC. Marvel will have no comic titles on the 7/3/23 FOC.
So letting us know now.
Yeah,
Tight.
that's it.
So Moon Knight 25 is the one that's going to be the one you want anyway.
I'm all fucked up. I don't know. Where, okay, there we go.
There. Nah, I mean,
we'll get there.
I got too many slides, y'all. All right.
Next slide. Hit him.
We'll get
All right.
there.
I forget who was it. Mel that posted.
It was
video?
Mel.
It was
It was
Mel.
Mel. Okay, so the John Jean art freaking. It looks like it's an Instagram post where he says, "For thanks for having me on my first of many exclusives for a fan expo. This will be debuting and only be available first through Fan Expo Dallas. As y'all know, the Edge of Spider-Verse number 3 will be the first official appearance of Spider-Boy.
Let me correct and translate what he means is origin. Okay.
Or is he going to take the mask off and then we see him?
Possibly. I mean, that would entail part of an origin, I believe. Seeing who's underneath the mask or watching how he gets created. I believe that is what this issue is. So I don't think he's trying to say that this is the first appearance. Three appearances later.
First fullest
Which is what
appearance.
Mel kind of caught. Mel kind of caught that vibe that he was trying to push this one as a pump. Got pump. This one is the first.
First fullest.
First fullest, the fully man. It's a fucking certified fully man.
Oh my goodness!
It's in a bra. Man.
What are we
Down,
doing?
Man.
What are we spending our money on?
Shit too, man.
Hey, it's because he paid CGC to label it that way, right?
Yes. See? Now you're getting the game.
And it's only
All right.
500 printed. No shit.
Hey man, don't be watching my FOC shows and taking my lines.
So DC Comics has some big plans in store for Wonder Woman in a month to come. Like Flash, the monthly Wonder Woman series is about to reach number 800. I think this week 799 just came out with that great freaking Raza and that foil, which I poo-pooed about seeing the pictures, but I tell you what, that 150 actually came out freaking great. So in issue number 800 for Wonder Woman, there's supposed to be the first appearance of Trinity, pictured here, who's supposed to be the daughter for Wonder Woman.
Is it though?
Don't know. I don't know
Is
because
it
she's
though?
dead. Wonder Woman's dead right now, so I don't know what's going on. Did she hit skins with Trevor right before she passed, and then they're gonna freaking do some weird freaking? don't
There's
know.
rumor that Trinity has appeared during the Rebirth era. That's why it would be so easily forgotten. But I have to investigate further before I can report.
I'll do some research on that too because I don't remember that.
Wait, would that be considered a different universe in the DC grand scheme of things?
Every
Universe?
time
Like,
DC does an event, they reboot and it's a new universe. So yes,
right? Yeah, because they're in DC universe now.
Is it
Wait,
everything
I thought,
continuity
but
still?
well, I guess it was supposed to clean up all the continuity stuff, right?
I thought, Infinite Frontier. That's where Wonder Woman's dead and she's a god, right, Lucas?
Yep.
I'm sorry, say again now.
Wonder Woman's dead. She's a god. Infinite Frontier, and she's going up against Darkseid Prime.
Yes, sir.
Still,
Weird.
that storyline
Still,
is still fucking
that
going.
literally, that was literally the ending of 799.
Really?
Spoilers.
Fuck, man, they've been really stringing that shit along for God knows how long.
And then
2.5 years.
and then fans are gonna have to vote. Which Wonder Woman do you want, Yara Flor or this one?
Oh, come on now.
All right. This is in the Terra Peak search. Once again, I don't use the same data that your cover price and freaking the CVSI use. I just use Terra Peak. That's because that's all I got to go through right now. Using pre-sale as a search term, this is what we came through. Spider-Man number 8, that second print had the top sale. Fantastic Four number 7, that was the top sale. Edge of Spider-Verse number 3, what John Jane just said was going to be something or another. Incredible Hulk number 181, facsimile. The Hulk annual number 1, I actually just freaking read it. Or I read portions of it, but I don't know if there's going to be any type of first appearances or anything significant in there. Danny
Wait,
Ketch.
so they're doing another facsimile of Hulk 181?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, fuck,
Yeah, I was
they
gonna
just-
just say
I literally on my wall, I've got a fucking facsimile back here somewhere.
Didn't they just do one like what 2 years ago?
yeah.
Well, they've
Yes.
already done multiple printings of that facsimile, so it's been
Oh, yeah.
it's FOC'd recently. And
How do you know when
there's
Marvel's
another
fucking broke?
there's another big
Facsimiles.
book facsimile. Marvel's going to be putting out facsimiles, I think, every FOC now. I think I've seen one every FOC.
Well, it's because
at some point.
it's probably. I mean, it's probably like what the reason that like they know people are gonna buy it no matter what, right?
Yeah, like You put a Hulk 181 for $1 on the shelf, and people going in there buying $4 Wolverine books are going to see that shit and be like, oh, I haven't read the first appearance of Wolverine in 35 years. Let me go ahead and pick up a copy for $1.
My
they
copy is
cool
slabbed.
I mean, but these ain't no dollar.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
facsimile.
These
It's
are full
$5.
price. That's right. These are
It's like
$3.99.
$1.99 and shit.
But I mean, shit. I mean, for Hulk 181s, all the classic books, like that's for the facsimile, it's worth it because on the facsimiles they print them just like, with all the ads and shit, from the 80s. Now, the Ultimate Fallout 4s, Edge of Spider-Verses, I really don't understand why they doing facsimiles. Yeah, of that. But let's see, what's a good facsimile I got right here?
Tales of Suspense is a good facsimile. Hulk 181 is a good facsimile.
The giant size.
Giant size X-Men. Okay, so you know what? The anniversary edition I
What was
like
that?
more. The one
was that,
that
Mike?
they did where all
The
the artists
Cockrum
redid a
and-
page or two.
Yes. See, the back is.
Didn't they do
Yeah.
a facsimile for the Jin Lee X-Men?
So they
one?
did. They copied the exact freaking joint, the back and everything.
No, see, this is how crazy it is with these facsimiles and why I say it's worth it. It's just not the back, bro.
No, it's everything
the
inside. too.
ads and everything.
Well, I mean that's the
But
definition of a
what
facsimile,
about the
right?
pricing? What is the pricing on the front side?
No, the pricing is
Yeah.
different.
See, yeah, on some of them. Now they see that one says actually $4.99. But some of them, where's one? Which one doesn't? All right, this is a good example of one. So this Avengers 57, it still has the 12 center on it.
See, that's raw. That's fucking
Now,
no
but
dog.
see,
Fuck
here's the
that-
thing.
fuck that
Here's
book, man.
it got the barcode down there though. That says $3.99.
That's it. They put the $3.99 in the barcode.
Yeah, so I feel like when you do, if you want to be technical, if you do this, it's really not a facsimile because you changing. You see what I'm saying? You changing the
Yeah.
presentation
But
of the book.
But you have to do that because otherwise there's gonna be fuckery afoot if you don't.
No,
right?
it's not because
Oh,
you're
there's
gonna
already
put the
fucking
you gonna put the barcode on
You
there,
can put the
but
barcode on the front or
Put
the
the
back.
barcode with the price and the barcode. So
like they did on this one, they put the barcode on there. But see, y'all motherfuckers that want to scream fuckery afoot about everything is the reason they got to put $4.99 and $3.99
Well,
price
look at,
points on there instead of
well-
keeping it OG like that.
Well, look at
Just
people
adding a
like
little-
taking advantage of the Ultimate Fallout 4.
That look, man, just because other people is ignorant don't mean. I mean,
But if
Come
you're
on,
talking
man.
about someone that's like
if
new
you
into-
spending that money on a book, you need to know what the hell you buying.
If someone,
I mean,
if you
like,
go to a con,
if
if you go to
there
a
was
con,
minimal change on that, right? Besides
but
like
like,
the
for
barcode
instance-
being different, and then the little Marvel stamp at the top being like what black or instead of red, or vice versa. I don't know.
but then like check it out. The
Look, as
Marvel
a
Boys-
sneaker collector, bro, if you buy fakes, that's on you. That ain't on the
Right.
store that you bought. That's on you. You got to know the difference, man.
Nine,
But I
it's
mean,
like,
like,
You know
just
the difference.
yeah. But I
It's
mean,
like-
like people
That much
like
money
do that
on-
shit on eBay all the time and take advantage
Look,
of. new
if you buy
collectors.
some bad weed, you gonna get mad at the weed man or yourself. You should have knew that was Reggie before you bought it.
But see, the thing is, like, if you go to a con, right, and someone's selling something and saying that you know it not to be that book, like, it's on you to know better. Like, I
It's
could
like
say
buying a
this
green label and then, or buying a blue label and then finding out it comes back a purple label or a green label.
Well, but I mean, like, you got to know, you got to inspect your book. Like, if you buy those books, those old school, you got to open them up, right? Like, I get these, the facsimiles are cool. Like, if, like, I got a couple, yeah, but I don't have the original, but that's just so I can read the book. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't going to go
it's
and
just
buy
something cool
one.
to have.
Yeah.
It's a piece of history where you could teach somebody about comics that don't know nothing about it. Like, hey, this is John Size X-Men. This is the
These
first
are the same
appearance
people
of-
that be buying the $50 CGC 9.8 facsimiles off of eBay talking about they got a first print. Okay?
Okay. So there's no helping those people, is what you're saying,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, let them
Maybe
do that.
maybe Comics Main or Ultra can put a poll to see what everybody else sees. I don't know. I can't do that shit. Let's see. But
His main school
it is what it is,
department.
man.
Oh, no.
That's where
I
we're
don't
at
have-
right now. That's instead of putting out new fucking books, they would rather put out facsimiles and homages and all that other
And
bullshit.
check out the second prints. No.
They know what
Let's
it'll
be
sell.
honest. There was a Rob Liefeld homage a couple weeks ago that did really good.
The Omager cover.
Oh, is that
Yeah, the
the
homagers.
was
He's
it,
doing a whole bunch of them.
homage?
There were 2 homager covers on FOC this week. Not bad. One of them is for a Wolverine book. Frank Millard homage. That's great. I'm a fan. Let's just say.
Is it a ratio?
No, open order.
That X-Men 94 homage that came out a couple weeks ago wasn't too bad.
So yeah, that's where we're at. Incredible Hulk 181, Hulk Annual, Danny Ketch, Ghost Rider #1. That's supposed to come out this week. It actually had a pretty big bump. I haven't read it yet, so I'm not sure what's going on with there.
So I gotta ask: did the pull box get hit up for the Spider-Man 7 second prints?
Yes, absolutely. Well, actually, so what's interesting is, maybe a couple of customers hit the fucking pull box, which is wild to me because if you got the 1 to 25, you got 40% off of those freaking second freaking prints, right? So that was weird. What did catch on fire was fucking eBay. eBay fucking was catching on fire, sold a bunch of those motherfuckers. So hopefully, almost all those fucking things are going to be fucking perfect when they fucking come in. In a few hours, EPS should be fucking dropping my shit. So yeah, Spider-Man #7, that second print variant, and then there's that Amazing Spider-Man #26, that Gary Frank spoiler variant. That's been freaking hot. That's been a really good seller. Star Wars 35, that kind of freaking snuck up on me, right? We talked about this one last week, and I kind of joked about it and everything, but it's actually been selling really freaking well. I just talked about this. Wonder Woman #800 was supposed to be the first print of Trinity, or maybe Ultra is going to do some research and figure out something different. Conan the Barbarian #1. I forget which one is. I think there's maybe is there a Perillo? I forget which one. There's a pretty famous artist that's doing one of those covers. That makes the Spider-Man #27. That What If? Once again, those Disney 100 variants are freaking staying freaking strong. This is Star Wars 34, and then I'm going to top out and leave it at the Avengers #1. We just talked about those facsimiles. They are still staying strong. They just keep freaking coming up. Just almost as strong as those Disney 100s. Those facsimiles are still staying strong and selling really freaking well. All right. Are we ready to go into FOC stuff, or do you guys need a freaking break?
If I need to take a break, I'll just take a break. Kind of situation.
Yeah.
I don't need the show to stop for me to take a break.
You can keep rocking. I know when to drop out.
I'll eventually come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, same
Right back. Right back.
I might look a little bit more Chinese when I come back.
Jesus Christ. Racist much, are you?
But I actually am Chinese, so it's not that racist, right?
Yeah, because how's that racist?
Hey, tell me, because how many times have I been told that I'm racist against black people? I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, you can't say they got fucking big lips. Like, motherfucker, my cousins do got big lips. I tell them every fucking day. Hey,
We'll
big
let Ultra
forehead,
decide.
big lip, Tony. What the fuck?
Ultra,
Fuck.
if I said I'd take a break and then I come back looking more Chinese, is that racist?
Yes. You're not supposed to take breaks. You're not allowed to.
He's racist for taking breaks? What the fuck?
Yes.
Oh, I thought this was America, man.
Yeah, Tony Fix brings up a good freaking point. Hey, Lucy, happy Mother's freaking Day. Please do not forget to get your wife or your mother or even your sister a Mother's Day present. Something, a card or something, just to say appreciate you, happy Mother's Day, whatever. Right? Do not forget. Don't be the dude that gets fucking caught up in some bullshit freaking drama. Even if you freaking just bring them fucking breakfast, cook a couple of eggs, throw a couple of eggs on a freaking thing, and freaking bring them with a fucking bullshit fucking flour. Fucking do something for them. This is your warning.
This is why I'm glad my mom's a huge Astros fan. Just give her a baseball card.
Baseball card, easy.
Yeah, but
cap.
just give her a baseball card and be like, "Hey, what game do you want to go to?"
See, you gotta think ahead. You know what I mean?
Yep.
AOA says the House of Stein raid. Woot.
Nice.
All right, so first up, what I want to talk about is something epic. It's got a second print coming out. That one was actually doing pretty well. I was a little shocked. They've got too many homage covers and everything, but it's actually doing pretty well. Donna DC Adventures of Superman John Kent #4. Then you got this Orzu. Baron Wevel.
Not a good story so far.
Kind of a new seat for Superman on this Adventures of Superman Kent #4.
I feel like
Gay Pride. Go ahead, Aaron.
I was gonna say I feel like that previous cover real quick.
Gay Pride.
We're gonna start doing a Batman cover. Oh wait, no, you're doing Superman. All right.
Yeah, right? That's what I was thinking. I was like, when did you start being Batman?
Look, sometimes these artists it's like when you're in high school, man, and you realize that you forgot your homework. Oh, let me just change the colors real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a deadline. You got a deadline in 3 hours. Let me just change out the head real quick, right?
Just shit. The fuck. And that's where we're at. $4.99 for that bullshit. Then there's your Gay Pride freaking variant. I don't know why. Adventures of Superman, John Kent #4. You guys know how I feel about superheroes fighting superheroes. I'm fucking bored with the shit.
Especially Superman and Batman. It's like, god damn. Do it, man, and be over. Be done with it.
Dawn DC Batman #136. Don't know why Batman all of a sudden has a Joker puppet, but all right, that's what we're doing right now. You know?
He's a ventriloquist.
Nice.
Well, so it's actually a thing right now where Batman, Bruce Wayne, he's fucking cracking up. He's fucking crazy as shit right now. He's got fucking
he's broke, right?
Yeah. Did you see what happened with Ghostmaker and him in the virtual reality session?
There's all types of weird shit going on, man.
Bro.
So
I didn't see that yet.
So they put Ghostmaker and him in a VR session, and basically Ghostmaker took place of Poison Ivy, of Catwoman, and a couple other females that Bruce was kissing.
And he tried to fuck Ghostmaker?
Look, this has been their plan the whole time, is they're going to make Batman gay.
Gay, yeah.
So, well, now you have it.
I'm not surprised. I'm not happy, but I'm not surprised.
Jim Lee, fix this shit.
Yeah, he can't fix that shit, man. That shit's fucking broken, bro.
Like, I'm out of here.
Yeah, Jim Lee is the newly minted CEO of DC Comics, so he needs to get in there and fix that shit. So this one is the cover B Joe Quesada cardstock. Then you've got a Gabriel Delado, which is fine. It would have been fine, like, or actually, it would have been great like 5 or 6 years ago. It
Hockey
just
up in this
yeah,
piece.
it just doesn't have that Batman Superman #7 fucking grit, fucking I'm gonna fuck you up fucking feel to it. But it's okay for a Gabriel Delado.
Ever since Quesada started working for DC, has anyone seen a cover that they have to have?
No.
Okay.
Had to have? No.
I mean, like,
Polish.
or you think would potentially do well in the.
The last one I thought from DC that was going to do well was the Marilyn Midnight stuff from Superman #2, just because it was a pretty original-ish looking character. That was the last thing that I saw from DC that was kind of like, okay, new and interesting. When I see Wonder Woman's daughter, I'm like, oh, repackaged derivative. Here we go. And so I'm actually looking at the issue that somebody had recommended and said, isn't this the first appearance of Wonder Woman's daughter? No, but this is a alternate future where Wonder Woman has a son, and he first appears in a Justice League from Rebirth, but it's a son.
Wonder Woman's a baby mama up in on there?
Well, it is the son of Superman and Wonder Woman, apparently.
Interesting.
Manny the comic collector says he hit up John Gang about first official Spider Boy post, and John replied, "Yes, I meant Origin." Hey Manny, if you wouldn't mind, would you mind sending that to my Instagram so I have that and we can post that back out on Comic Crusaders. Eugene N Young says it's like it's gay pride every month. All right. Brown chicken, brown cow. Freddie Mahomes says Jim would probably go along with that movement to support his freaking daughter. He's referring to the I'm not sure what he was referring to. I forget. Create your own character and get behind them, or they get shim. Okay. So what we got up right now is Batman 136, that Stanley Art Germ Loud cardstock. It's okay. Then you got a Lee Bermejo Flash movie cardstock. And then you've also got the 125 Stepan Sejic cardstock. But then you gotta buy this one for like 150. This one's 150 Stanley Art Germ, and it's pink. Not sure what they're going for with there, but
so you can do the CMYK variants. You know, someone's gonna do cyan, and then it's just gonna be a yellow one. Then this is the magenta one, right? I'm just joking.
Or salmon
cut.
No.
I'm just really joking. Like
I got a couple salmon sweaters, salmon shirts,
black
foil variant, you know, at a con. So
if you guys need some coffee, Shepherd, Scott Comics. Yeah, so if you guys need some coffee, Scott Comics.
They thought that shit was weed. It looked like a weed bag.
Hey, there's nothing saying you can't put your disposables inside that motherfucker.
I was about to buy that shit. Like, that might be some fucking good shit.
Hey, you might want to write Scott Comics like, hey, I'm not saying nothing, but you might want to think about doing this. Leave it at that.
It might be, man. You never know.
I remember that was an old school trick back in the day. You use coffee beans to suck up the smell.
Yeah.
Dark Knights is still number 11 of 12. I can't believe this one is still going on, but I guess there's 12 of these bitches that we're at to wait for. That's just freaking a really great freaking looking one, but it just looks like the bitch that's about to fucking slash your fucking tire, or fucking she found the shit on the phone that she wasn't about to find, and she's about to fuck you up. This is your cover B of your Curry cardstock.
Your hand doesn't look right.
Yeah.
Right hand.
Yeah, I'm telling you, if you put a phone in that hand, it will give it a little bit more context. Like, who the fuck is Carla, and why the fuck are you texting her? Like,
that thumb is all the way back at her forearm.
Yeah, call us from State Farm, my love. What the fuck? What are you talking about?
I don't miss that girl, by the way.
Then I don't know what the fuck they were going for here, but it looks like it's incomplete. It's not finished. This is a 1 in 25 by Ludo Lullaby. Never heard of this girl, and it's not finished. I don't know why they went at $4.99. This is a 125. I don't know what the fuck they were going for this one. DC Pride through the years, number one. This is going to be a one shot.
Proof Pied Piper was first.
Finally.
He was first. What, gay person?
Yeah,
Yeah.
first in comics, yes. And again, I call bullshit on the whole thing because Alpha Flight 106 still don't sell for shit.
I was waiting for that
I
comment.
just found 2 copies of Alpha Flight 106 in a dollar box 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and you probably saw the second print right behind it too. Nobody gives a fuck.
Actually, yeah, one of them was a second print, actually.
Let's see, Delphinium Part 1.
So no, go back. So limited to 500 allocations will occur.
Okay.
Same for the next book that he's about to show you.
That looks badass, though.
Yeah,
Diabolical.
no, it's trippy looking. It's supposed to be trippy looking. Trippy space adventure.
No.
This one as well, allocated to 500 copies.
Yep.
I'm gonna see if I can get one for my
Peekaboo,
shop,
blah,
then.
blah, blah. Yeah.
If not, I'm gonna be hitting up Lucas.
And there was another one that was a trade paperback that publisher put out. I don't normally put trades into the secret variant, but I did for that one just because it was one from that publisher, and I don't think it had been released in another format before.
Fielder's Dawn number 2. Fielder's Dawn number 1 is actually going to come out this coming week, which would have had some interesting covers that I did really like.
That one's signed, by the way, and that's the
Is it?
unsigned.
Really?
So no, you can see it. If you switch back, you can see the signature at the very bottom, and then go back one more slide. Boom.
Okay.
It's magic.
Oh, it's magic. I'm not sure what artist is, but it's
That's the same one.
looks pretty damn good. Manion?
Yep.
So impressed. Doing good stuff. Don't know what the fuck this watercolor is going on here. It's trippy. This would be an amazing fucking poster. I don't know if I'm spending money on it as a comic though. Flash number 800. That one's your Torn Clark, cover A. Michael Cho. Jeff DeCaw.
And all of a sudden, they care about Wally West. Sorry, Wally, we
Simone
kept you dead
Mayo.
for what? How many years did they keep? They killed him in Crisis and Infinite Earths, right?
Hold on, go back one. Is that a DeMeo cover?
And they just revived him at Rebirth. So yeah, Simone DeMeo. So they kept him dead for like over 10 years, and now all of a sudden, Wally West is like the poster child of DC and love and family and all that stuff that they had Batman and Superman doing before. They gave to Wally West, and it's like, no, you're just rehashing the old storylines and giving them to Wally now, and making Wally the dad when you had the perfect dad story with Super Sons. They fucked that up. Jim Lee can't fix DC. It's too fucking broke.
Well.
Hey, Hockey, it's Friday nights usually right now, unless I got a bike ride or a hot date night. Subscribe and hit the notification bell for notifications for when I go live. I'm only doing the secret variant right now, too, so it's the only show on my channel.
There's your Flash 800 number, or Flash
Nakayama.
number 800, David Nakayama. There's your Otto Schmidt, your John Boy Myers, and then your Francis Maniple. And I'll tell you what, they don't look at it at all bad, right? Just that nobody's reading fucking Flash right now.
And so the way you can tell Wally West is the white eyes. Did you know that?
Now
I didn't know that.
So yeah, that's how they differentiate Barry Allen from Wally West. They give Wally West white eyes.
What
'Cause
color?
he looks almost the same, man. Like, well, man.
This one is your
25 copy incentive.
Damn.
weird.
Yeah, I don't know that
That's fucking weird.
that's
Yeah, the Javier Rodriguez, I guess, right? And
Yep.
then that one's your 150 by Matt Taylor.
Why
And
isn't the
that's your Ben
Nakayama
Carson.
1 in 50 with a foil? Do they not like selling books?
They do not. They do not. Oh my goodness. Gunmetal
That's
Fair,
the other one. There we go.
dude in a gimp suit.
yeah. I
This
was
is-
gonna
this-
say
this- This is the trade paperback that's limited to 500 from the same one, Stranger Publishing.
Like, hey, publishers, you know I'm just fucking around when I talk about people in like restraints and gimp suits and tentacles, right? You know I'm just fucking around, right? This is not what we actually want. I'm just
No,
fucking around.
You
Fire
want gimps
people.
and tentacles in the same thing?
You know, like I mean, I definitely don't like the homages. I don't
Excuse me,
definitely don't like the
Lucas.
facsimiles, but I'm
How do
fucking around.
gimps and tentacles go together?
I'm sorry, say again, Adam.
How do gimps and tentacles go together, man? I don't get the combination.
Well, you tell me. Fucking these publishers need to tell me. They keep putting the shit out there, man. Fucking- This is literally what the cover is, Adam. The comic is called Gunmetal Affair, and there's literally a fucking dude in a gimp suit, full on fucking gimp suit on this motherfucker right now.
Well, it's not a full on. It doesn't have a zipper for the mouth
Ah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
or a hot dog hole for the mouth.
The fact that you got all the details in your head, man, it's like shit.
You know,
You
you gotta have your hot
Somebody's
dog.
been watching. Somebody's been watching Pulp Fiction over and over again.
Haven't you seen that shit where it says, "Hey, I found this professional hot dog eating mask"? Sure, you did.
That is so we're gonna have anime outfit, and then we're just gonna have the adult show where we just talk about the crazy shit that these motherfuckers are putting out. That's another
I'm down for
whole
that.
other fucking show. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
It sounds like a
That's
segment on
awesome
Awesome
sauce.
Sauce radio show.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Once again, waiting
And
for
you
my
should
invite
definitely
to come
be talking
back.
about all the nudie covers that Vault be doing.
I'm waiting for my invite to come back, but I'm not coming back without Autumn and the manager, so we have to hash that.
No. We're replacing those motherfuckers.
Hard Eyes, Icon, and Rocket, Season 1. That's a trade paperback. Joker, The Man Who Stopped Laughing, number 9.
Yeah.
The Carmine Gianmanico. There's your lead, Bermejo. I don't know what's going on. It looks like he's like a weird freaking zombie alien fucking dude in this one because it's got all types of weird shit going on with his fucking mouth. But
Yeah, his mouth.
kind of
is
like it, but I
wider than
don't
it
know what the
should.
fuck is going on.
That's- Oh, now I got these scars. Because I kept opening my mouth like this when I was in jail.
Oh, Jesus. I would have had to put the adult fucking tag on this fucking show before we put this one out.
I thought you automatically do that already, right? You have to.
I'm
I-
sorry. What? You guys want me to not be my natural self? I mean,
I'm being just for the record,
Eugene
Sean,
Young
I'm
says,
being
"There's the
explained tonight.
tentacles. There's the tentacles."
back a couple. It was some tentacles for you, Lucas.
Is it?
There's more tentacles in there if you look closer.
Yeah. Hard Eyes.
I mean, if
I
you get
put
into the
forward
dynamite
the-
stuff, I'm pretty sure there was a ton of tentacles I was coming across.
Yeah, I mean, because it was always about tights, right? You know, people, big people, and little tights and everything. Now we're moving on to tentacles and gimp suits and fuckable clowns. I guess I don't know.
Yeah,
What's going
fuckable
on?
clowns.
Courtesy
That right there is
Christian
Christian
Ward,
Ward. Yeah.
Fuckable clowns.
and then your 125 Choku. Never heard of him before, but
That's
I don't know.
weird.
I'm intrigued. There's your Joker Uncovered number 1. This is an exact copy. I want to say, I forget which title it was, but it looks like they used the same title from this other fucking one.
I believe it was the Joker So
that
it
one
wasn't
that one
even-
was covered, so it's okay. This one's
That's what I
uncovered.
said tonight too
Yeah.
on FSC. I'm like, did they reuse that art?
Yeah,
Did they?
yeah, and that one came out in
Aw.
November, so here it is. It's fucking May. This one comes out in June 6th, and they're gonna put this one out.
It's an
With
art
the-
book, is what
yeah, the
Enrique
kid,
is pointing out.
yeah, the kid that's crying
Christmas in
sitting on
July.
Santa's lap.
Yes.
So this will be the easy way that people who missed out on the original cover can get themselves this artwork at cover price now.
Oh, without having to pay an arm and a leg, I guess.
I had to pay $25.
I mean,
plus.
what's the original one going for now? I don't even know. I haven't kept up with that book.
I don't know either. I'm not looking
I think
it
it's
up.
like 25 plus.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
There's your cover B, Otto Schmidt. There's your Lee Bermejo foil, which is $7.99.
Do you think that green foil is gonna turn out to look good, or man?
Every time I think that something is gonna look like shit, and then I buy it, and then I get it here, it looks fucking amazing.
Okay.
So I don't know. I don't
They
know
should've
about green
saved-
foil, but
They should have
it-
saved green foil for like Swamp Thing, right?
Aaron, you sound like you should work for DC Comics and fucking tell them what the fuck to do.
I heard they're hiring, right?
You know,
Well, I mean, Jim Lee got a job there. Can't be too hard.
Right? I mean, yeah. My mom's maiden name is Lee, so that means we got to be related somewhere down the
Oh,
line.
shit.
send them a tweet. Say, hey man, can I get a job? You know,
Hey, it's your like fourth cousin removed from.
There's the 125 Jorge Corona. Carnal Confessions by Legends. It's got some interesting art. And there goes your weird skimpy attire for Carnal Confessions number 3. Here's your yellow, red. If you like blondes with nothing on, a lot of front meat, back meat going on. Lamentations by Oni Press, which is weird because I thought Oni Press mostly did like Rick and Morty or manga. But all right.
They found out early
That's-
that you have to do original IPs that get picked up and optioned later, right?
Yeah.
And then do nothing.
Here's Lazarus Planet. This is a trade paperback. I don't remember this freaking art. I'm gonna have to see if this was actually on an actual comic book, but this one is a trade paperback. Once again, there's a lot of stuff that they have amazing art for, which would be an amazing fucking poster. But here we are. We don't see it until it's on the fucking trade paperback. Scout Comics has Miracle Kingdom number 2. Mullet Cop licensed to Krill. The Nasty Vault by Vault. Number 3. Nasty number 3. I forget who did this one. Parting Ways. Peacemaker Tries Hard. Apparently it's a black label. Then this one, these tend to do well. It's like a movie poster, freaking homage type deal. Even though I love the detail to this, these don't tend to do well. Then looks like
well with those.
yeah. Then there's like Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn having a little freaking date
Yeah.
in a boat in the freaking swamp. That one's done by Jessica Fong. You know what? I'm digging it. Then there's your cover B by Kai Carpenter.
Meh.
Don't know
I like
why
that
she's
background.
writing. I don't know why she's got to have the freaking skull in her fucking crotch like that, but okay, you do you, lady.
The background looks
That's what
trippy
Cardi
as hell.
West was talking about the Sibian earlier.
Oh man.
And there's Frank Cho, everybody, doing what Frank Cho does best.
Testify.
Has he done that cover before though?
What was
Probably
his
of a
cover?
different character. Definitely the pose before, but you know, Frank Cho,
What
Frank Cho.
character?
Oh, it kind of looks like a Harley Quinn cover that he did during the Rebirth run. The ones that like towards the end of the run where they were
Yeah.
facing opposite of each other. So I wouldn't be
Which
surprised if the
character?
next
Which-
issue is
which,
kind of like
pose?
Oh, where it's like
So-
Carly standing, leaning on something, and then looking to the spine of the book,
Oh,
and
okay.
then on the next issue was
Sure,
the
she's
opposite
assuming the
mirror
possession-
image of that. Yeah, with this Poison Ivy cover.
All right. Okay. So Harley and Ivy gonna get some Gotham Siren action going on, going bang bang bang.
I mean, that would look cool if you had all those covers and you had them like all facing each other in like an infinite loop.
I have to do that as a background for a future episode.
Weenie Boo.
Right, Sweeney Boo, freaking. So here's what I actually noticed earlier this week is that people were doing a heavy run on Sweeney Boo books. The most heavy one that they did was that Catwoman number 52, with her playing with the freaking cats. But this one is on FSO this week, so it actually looks pretty damn good. Is it cover of the year? No, absolutely fucking not. But it's definitely got people's attention on this one.
Because she got
So
big
yeah, so what do we think right now? Right? Should people start loading up on the first appearances of Poison Ivy? Right? Batman number 181, 1966. I don't really have prices for it right now, but
Oh no,
is that
Yee.
You just got one. Didn't you?
I just got one of what?
Didn't you just pick up a first appearance of Poison Ivy?
Oh, I did. Oh wait, do I have it next to me? I traded for it.
You
I
traded
don't-
a shitty modern book for that.
let me go find it real quick. Give me a second.
Yeah.
I'll be
Okay.
right back.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's doing it right. He got himself a modern book, and he said, somebody goes, "Hey, I got this Silver Age first appearance. You want it? I'll take that modern."
Don't
book."
mind if I do.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I sure will take that. Here you go. Take
Yeah,
it.
because look, right now we're stuck in. People are still stuck
joking,
in
it
that
wasn't a shitty
mindset
modern
of
book.
that. Hey, stay away from DC books, right? But we now know that James Gunn.
No, not that
He's-
book.
If Karen Gillian becomes Poison Ivy,
Nice.
Yeah,
and,
Is that a 4.0? Oof.
yeah, 4.0. I traded a Something Is Killing the Children #1.
Oh, that's
CBCS
an easy trade. Easy
CBCS
fucking
98
trade.
Do that
Like,
trade
the person-
every
the
day
person
twice
really
on
wanted-
Tuesday.
wanted it, and then I was like, I'm valuing it at this. Like, throw me out an offer. And then he's like, okay, I have something that's close to that value. I was like, all right, what do you got? He's like, a Batman 181 4.0. I was like, okay, let me think about this for half a second. I couldn't type just faster. I mean, like, I didn't want to sound too eager or whatever, but like, I was like, let me think about it for a second. And then, like, not even an hour later, I was like,
I mean, unless you love your moderns and want to sit on for another 20, 30 years and see what happens.
and I already have like 2 copies, and I was just about to get a third one. So I was like, kind of like, I don't need that many copies of Something That's Killing the Children. So I was really happy. Like, I was like, because you don't find many people that will trade Silver Age books or Copper Age books for moderns. Like, that doesn't happen very often. And when you find people that are willing or looking for certain books and they have extras of stuff that you're looking for, it makes a beautiful friendship.
Yeah, that's the way it's
Excuse me,
supposed to work.
Aaron, does it have the pin up in it?
Yes, so that was the one question I did ask. I was like, does that have a pinup? They're like, it wouldn't be a qualified blue label if it didn't.
Ooh.
Or
No.
to my
It would
understanding.
have a qualified. It would have a
Possible,
qualified
yeah,
green.
yeah,
that wasn't
possible deal of the year right there, man. Good on you, man. Fucking.
Well, I have to
Uh,
thank Drunken Chat for like pointing out, like, hey, before I jumped on the show, like, Mel was like, hey, here's a link for Something Is Killing the Kids, #1 cover A for.
Yo,
I
you
don't
need
know.
someone that's killing the kids? I can hear him now.
yeah. And then like he dropped the link in the chat, and I was a drunken shark and was like, kind of like, I'm on it. I wish I kind of bought more copies when he dropped that link, but you
We
know,
all do. Hindsight's
Yeah.
always 2020.
right. I mean, but I had it in my cart at a higher number that I could afford easily at that time, and then I was like, I like this, but not that much. And then like as I got bigger deeper into the series, I was like, kind of like, I'm kicking myself for skipping on that.
Mm.
So here's
But I
the,
mean-
fungus,
Yeah.
the fungus variant.
The 125. Yep, Mindy Lee. And then going back. Oh,
That face.
Let's go back to this one. This one is also a 150 Kai Carpenter foil. As
There you go, Hartman.
Printer play collectible, Queen of Swords.
So, Blind Adam, there are 2 black bag variants for you.
Okay. Are they going to be on the level of Faithless?
I don't know, but they're probably not. Come on, man.
Because Faithless, when it comes to the erotic
They're
variants, is my new gold standard.
I don't know about that, man. Maybe.
I made more money on the Faithless number 4 or the Jenny Prison variant in the last year than I have in anything else.
Huh. Interesting.
And I've sold them to all people who aren't really comic book fans. They had just been at Exoticas and people within the adult film industry who really like the
Some
cover.
of those covers are like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
Oh, like some of those wraparound covers, right?
Yep.
Man, some of those covers make sex criminals blush.
Scooby-Doo number 122. What the fuck this is? The fuck is that? Okay.
Man, that's second coming, man. That's free copy incentive of Second Coming.
Yeah. Kaiju Baby Jesus or who?
Yeah, he's got
baby.
superpower Baby Jesus.
Yeah.
Is that the incest baby from Rick and Morty?
That's what it looks like, right? Like, that baby just don't look right. He looks like he rides on the special buttons like a kid. Done DC Shazam number 2. That's your Sam Nee cardstock. That's your John Timms. This is your Carrie Andrews.
And this right here should have been a Flash 800 book, but no, they put it on Shazam.
trying to bring attention to fucking Shazam because everybody's, that movie was about 2-3 months ago. Fuck that movie.
Hey Ezra, can you sign this Shazam book because you got away from the police by just saying the word?
By the short of your curly hairs that's around the nothing.
You just said Shazam. No charges.
For some reason this is a 1 to 25. And
I
this
don't know why.
50.
And I don't know why it's a 1 in 50 either, but okay.
Sickness
Dawn of
Chapter
DC.
1. Yeah.
Are you guys down with the sickness?
Looks like it could be movie.
That guy is down with the sickness, bro.
The Shall See by AWA.
Well, they saw how well that Disturbed comic did, so they had to come out with the sickness, right?
Oh, man.
Snow White, Zombie Apocalypse, Spy vs. Spy, Omnibus.
Ooh, nice.
No, that might be.
Hold up, man.
What's the retail price on that thing? I skipped over that on FOC because I think the retail was like fucking stupid.
75.
There you go.
Here's the deal, though. The pull box. Do the pull box. $50, maybe even less. Just hit me up. I'm going to get me a copy. I love Spy vs. Spy that much.
Being the omnibus, you get it all. I mean, that's kind of cool. Like you don't have to
all of them.
buy magazines and shit.
Yeah.
So.
I haven't punched it into the cart or anything. So if you want the Spy vs. Spy omnibus, let me know. And then I'll punch it into the cart and see like how much it is. What do you call it? Fucking just out the fucking door, like no bullshit. Like how much is it going to cost me? That's what you get. All you gotta do is pay the fucking shipping.
So easily like $40-$50, somewhere around there.
It might be less. Fucking just it might be less. I just haven't fucking punched it in yet.
I just like the fact that you get all the Spy vs. Spies in one nice book.
Yeah, it's all of them.
That's definitely a coffee table book. Like if you had like a beautiful glass coffee table that you wanted to impress people when they came over, you leave the Spy vs. Spy omnibus out.
Yo, let me tell you.
Next to that fold-in book. Because they just had the omnibus of all the fold-ins for Mad.
You want
Yeah.
to talk about getting in trouble? When me and my cousin used to be in church, and we would be writing. We loved Spy versus Spy. We would do the little stick figures, but we would call it before and after. And we would just make shit up and draw it and pass it to each other and just be cracking up in church and getting our asses whipped. This little stick figure shit. I love Spy versus Spy, man. That's just like, you know what I'm saying, dude peek around the corner and all of a sudden he peek around the corner getting a shovel in his face. You know what I'm saying?
No, I
Like,
wonder if there's a Mad TV Spy versus Spy collection.
you mean like on video?
Yeah, remember they had the shorts?
Yeah, the animated
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
I'm sure someone's like at this point has edited all of those together, right?
Yeah, it's got to be on
There's
YouTube.
like-
Yeah,
Go,
yeah. If
yeah.
Warner Brothers
Yeah.
doesn't have Spy versus Spy on fucking Max, then they're fucking wrong.
Yeah, but
Static versus Anansi. Now that's
never heard of it.
This
Never
is
heard
where-
of it.
Yeah,
You never.
the Spy versus Spy is like 10 minutes.
Real quick.
Anansi in the fucking DC universe is really fucking weird because Anansi is like a big god to the Spider-Man universe, and now I'm just looking dead at him in the fucking DC for fucking Static. So I don't know what the hell. All right, weird. Here's your Natasha Bustos. There's your 125. And he's right there on the fucking cover with the fucking big ass fucking spider logo on him. Jesus fucking Christ. Edwin Galman, and it was freaking good. God damn it. Stillworks #1. Cover A, Clayman. Cover B by John Bogdanov. Cover C by Sammy Basri. Here's your Joshua Swaby. He's trying to make her look sexy, but I don't.
Broken back.
I don't know, man.
Got that Liefeld broken back of the 90s.
This one does look good. It's the 125 by Ariel Cologne. There's your 150 by Helena Lenoble. Scout Comics has Talon. I don't know what's going on here, but
Talon. It's Talon, but it's misspelled coolly.
Remember when letters and words of phonetics used to mean something in this country?
No, it hasn't meant anything in like 20 years at least.
At least.
Maybe 30.
At least 20 years, man.
That's
Yeah,
definitely,
no.
definitely a fucking cross-dresser.
How to make me gag? Right there.
Traveler's Guide to Flagoria.
Oh, you didn't show the
Ashton
variant. So they ruined my X-Men 101 variant with that one scout book, but okay. You didn't show it.
Marinami Turning Japanese Expanded Edition. I have
I don't
no
want-
idea what that's supposed to be about, but I do like this quote. It says her work is deservedly acclaimed for its perfect balance of the heart-wrenching honesty, swearing it by Bitch Magazine. There's a magazine called the Bitch Magazine, y'all.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Yo. Hey, we got all this great content. What would we call it? Let's call it motherfucking magazine.
Bitch magazine.
Oh my goodness. You've been
Did anyone
canceled
have
for
that
one
like
by
80
that
song
dude.
pop in their head? Turning Japanese or
Hey, news to you. I got canceled a long time ago.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just gonna subscribe to
there's
the
just-
Bitch magazine.
Yeah, this one is the Blue Book.
Project Blue Book, Dark Horse.
That's a great read.
I thought it was Image, right?
No, it's Dark Horse, man, and they're still they're actually on issue number 5, and it's like really weird that they had a incentive variant for each issue.
Well, I mean, I know they hooked on a lot of readers through the Substack, like because all the comics that have already been released at this point were on Substack.
Just Dark Horse republished them.
Yeah, so they actually have instead of just being a digital format, it's an actual like book, right?
Yep.
But I mean, that was always the plan, anyways.
Yeah.
With that,
Yep.
It's kind of weird, but whatever.
Hockey's asking, isn't Anansi an old African spider god? Yes, he is. In fact, he was prominently displayed in American Gods, which was a really interesting but kind of trippy TV show from like 3 or 4 years back.
Neil Gaiman was involved in it too.
Yep, Gaiman, and I forget the name of the actor. In fact, they were planning to do a spin-off of just Anansi stuff, but then he got into a fight with the showrunners over what the heck was going on, and because they wanted to like push him off to the side, and they just fired him. So we haven't heard much about what's going on with that ever since. So a lot of weird stuff. This is your Godzilla. Here there be dragons. Number 1 in 10. This is your 1 in 25 by Dewey. Uh, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Last Ronin, Lost Years. 1 in 25 by Moore. And then there's your 1 in 50.
Got the 100 too.
Yep, there you go. 1 in 100
I
more.
don't know why they dulled down the colors on the 1 in 100 so much.
Because they felt like pizza would be more appetizing if the colors were dulled. Well, I'll tell you what, IDW, fuck you. That shit don't make no damn sense.
Wait, what's going on?
So on this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the last one in the Lost Years, number 4, there's the 1 in 100, and on one, they've got the turtles on top of like it looks like a sewer grate, and then on one side, on the left hand side, there's like food. There's like just a bunch of slices of pizza, and on the right hand side, I don't know what the hell that's supposed to be.
Wouldn't it be smarter for these companies to start off with the sketch as the lowest incentive, then like your next, to show the process, and by the time you get to the end, it's a full image.
Makes too much sense.
Yeah,
I mean, because like
have
I
you-
mean, yeah.
Have you
Are you
submitted your
kidding me?
resume to these guys yet?
kidding me? You making sense? Are you kidding me?
I forget. It's comics. It needs to be backwards, right?
Yeah, it can't be common sense. Like,
So
You mean
are there
charge-
any
you mean-
other incentives?
you mean
Wait,
charge them for the unfinished work?
100 copies.
Oh my!
Let's charge them for the stuff that's not finished, and then the stuff that's finished.
There's your 1 in 10 for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Usagi Yojimbo. Where and when?
Is it me, or is nobody reading these books?
Nobody's reading these fucking books.
They're collecting the Stan Sakai covers though.
Yeah,
I
I
mean-
get that part, but I mean, just the books themselves. No one's reading these books.
Yeah.
But it is,
Look,
Usagi's not on the
once-
way. Is on the
once
door
Net-
out.
Yeah, once Netflix decided that they didn't want anything to do with Usagi Yojimbo right now, yeah, people stopped reading the fucking books altogether.
Is that even worth watching?
If you have a kid,
It might have been. It might have been. So right now, all the onus is on Paramount, because that's who owns the rights to them right now, to do everything they can to revive the Teenage Mutant freaking Ninja Turtles. The only thing that we've got down the pipe right now is the thing with the dude from Clerks. What's his name, Adam?
Kevin
Kevin
Smith?
Smith.
Yeah, Kevin Smith. And we got the Last Ronin freaking video game. That's maybe what? Probably 2 years, 3 years away right now.
It's too
So,
long.
Oh,
Berserko would
Franchise.
have already been a movie by then.
yeah. I mean, and it's not like freaking the kids aren't interested in it. My kid asked me to buy toys, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toys from him all the freaking time. So it's if they don't have any movie coming out like every year, or a TV series coming out every year, they're fucking up. It's on them. There's your issue number 4. That's your 1 in 50 by Peterson. Not sure what that's supposed to be, but all right. I don't have the art for the 1 in 100 yet.
Yeah. Eastman.
so it's not going
Yeah.
to show up by FOC anyways. So you're going to have to take that gamble, right?
Yeah.
We'll see. You're gonna have to keep tabs on this shit all weekend long, everybody. That's all we can tell you. Nothing else you can really do. Just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna
Just
order
don't
100
gamble
copies
it,
of an
Joe.
Eastman book. It's Eastman. It'll sell.
That's 1 out of every 5 times it works.
And not only that, like if you're buying 100 copies of a book,
60% of the time, it works every time.
but like it's like those books are, they're coming anyway, so it's like you'll take.
But it's a lot of commitment. And what's the cover
Well, that's
price?
what I'm saying. Like you're going to be that person is probably already committed to doing something like that.
Is it a $5.99 book?
It is $4.99, and a
Yeah.
lot of the IDW, especially through PRH, they are returnable. Right. So that's something to keep in mind as well. But once again, freaking Yee was with me when I was fucking talking to the fucking Dynamite guy. Okay, it's returnable, which means that you've got my money tied up in some bullshit.
Yeah, it's like, so I invest this much, so now like I return that much, so I just have to keep on buying whatever random books.
Yeah, it's just a rolling credit.
Yeah.
So see you next month.
Yeah.
And we'll pulp the books and that you're returning, and then print them on and send them back to you again, just with new printed ink on them.
We'll make sure to send you a Starbucks gift card too with that, so you don't.
And in the meantime, you come out with a hot book once every year, maybe 2 at a year if I'm lucky. Nah, son, fuck that.
But that was also like, so they were trying to get you to invest into like buying the 1 in 1,000 for what? Gargoyles?
Yeah.
It's like, no, thank you. Just give me an extra copy of the Ash Can, and then I'll be set with the same amount of money.
That's what's crazy. Think about that. There's an Ash Can, a 1 per store Ash Can, but in the meantime, they're selling these fucking 1 in 1,000s.
Yeah. Well,
right?
I mean, I'm just even talking about the one from the retailer summit that they were giving.
Right. So great point, right? So there's the Baltimore Comic retailer Ash Can, and then there's the
1 per store.
One per store that goes straight to the fucking store, and then there's the 1 in 1,000 that's out there. That shit don't make any fucking sense, right? So whatever. And
honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if the Ash Can was about the same price as that 1 in 1,000.
Yeah.
As well, because all those books were returnable, right?
Hey, by the way, if there's anybody out there that would like to represent Comic Crusaders and go to Texas, or that's out there in fucking Texas and would like to go to the retailer summit out in Texas, yeah, you're out there in fucking Texas, aren't you?
So Ninth and I are probably going to be both interested in that.
Yeah, let me know as soon as possible.
Okay.
I think you're past the time of where it would have been a little bit cheaper.
Okay. I mean, it's still not that
pay full price.
I mean, it's still not that much more, like, because I missed the deadline.
How much is the full price there, Lucas, for that?
Because it was like less than 100.
Yeah,
it was like less than $100, wasn't it?
Is that something I should hit you up when you're more sober?
I think when you hit me up, I think you got the discounted price.
Okay. Oh, okay. So I had just made it right in time before they.
Yeah, Adam, hit me up on Instagram. Just remind me when I'm sober.
Yeah, I'll hit you up before I go to the strip club tomorrow night.
Yeah. But yeah, freaking that way, because I tell you what, when they opened up that retailer joint and we were able to grab all those that swag, that was pretty good, right?
Like that Black Panther tiki cup, that shit's easily sold for $50, $80.
Mm-hmm.
I saw one for $100 when I was walking around eBay.
So I mean,
with one piece, you can make your fucking money back. So let me know, guys.
Just imagine what else they handed out for free there. Like, I mean, I used a lot of this stuff for giveaway stuff.
I'll tell you what, I will never do what I did again and live and freaking get a hotel like a mile away. I'll never do that shit. Because I got a whole bunch of shit and I had a box full of shit that I had to like all that shit back like a mile away.
I was close. I was really close to the convention center, and I was late to everything.
I was fucking hitting up Aaron like, man, where the fuck you at? I'm at the fucking bar.
I was like, Sleepy's in town now. Yes. Like Big Lake's here. Yeah, they said, hey, come meet me at this bar, and it was like kind of like
Jen was out there with us. What was she?
She was there, and then I eventually saw her at the bar too.
Yeah, Anthony, he was all out there. Everybody was out there. I'm at the fucking dinner, try to be professional and listen to everything the fucking got. I'm like, man, and I'm at a fucking table by myself, like Celine Dion. Like, where the fuck is everybody? And shit.
After grabbing all the swag stuff, like I went to my hotel to drop all that stuff off, and then I was slowly starting to get back, and then like I ended up not back at the convention center until the con.
Oh man!
But we were texting you saying, hey, you should hit up the bar. That wasn't too far from that.
I was going to, man, but I had to check all that shit back to the hotel, and it was fucking done. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So let's keep it going. In Hell We Fight #1. This is your 125 Jock and Bosch. This is the 1/100.
For a book nobody's ordering. Amazing Spider-Man #27.
Yep, 1/100.
So not only does it say Invincible Iron Man on Amazing Spider-Man, it's
and it's a what if issue too, right?
Yeah, it's got it all going on for confusing the fuck out of people. And
what if this was a different title?
So look for this one under I when you go on release day, because you never know. There's gonna be that one stupid shop
after what's gonna be that bullshit, whatever they're doing for 26. Because I just dropped reading Amazing Spider-Man.
Or if you skip the I, or if you went to the I section and you don't see it, don't forget to check the A section as well, in case someone does know what they're doing.
Yeah. And they mispriced the 1/100.
Oh yeah,
if you're lucky.
Yeah. This is your Amazing Spider-Man 27, 1/25 by Lee Garbett.
She's doing more of a spider jump than he is.
Black Panther 1/10 by Chris Allen. This is your design variant. Then there's your 1/25 by Mateus Manahini. 1/50 by Road Hinton Jim. Hey, Ultra, were you able to pull anything out? Like, did you figure out any reason why there's like so many fucking variants for Black Panther?
No, I did not figure out why there were so many variants for Black Panther, but there's also apparently store exclusives coming for this book. This 1/50 is a hidden gem. So it's previous artwork that's appeared. So I don't see this one doing like anything like crazy, right? The Manhanini 1/25 is great, but the Raza, like, why have other covers when you got a fucking Raza artwork, man? Like, what are they thinking? They could have saved all that other Black Panther artwork for later issues and just, but no.
Shut their good.
Again,
that one book, man.
Marvel has not paid me yet or wanted to hire me for my mind, so it's just what it is.
Okay, that would be great if we got hired for different companies, and then we could like send like each other like insider traders info, be like, hey, this is what I'm doing.
Okay. So here's
that's why they regulate against E.
Yeah, here's what
I mean. They're not going to stop us from podcasting together, so I mean,
yeah, but integrity is what you do when people aren't looking.
That is very true.
True that.
She's on cover of #2. Possible first appearance. She's on cover of #2. So here's the way Marvel really does stuff weird, right? If you see somebody that's on the cover of something else, go to the previous issue, and that's the first appearance.
Usually. And then their second appearance is usually on also has their first cover.
Yeah. Because the solicit for Black Panther #1 says new direction, new villains, new creative tea, get on the ground floor of Marvel's next smash hit.
Because that's how they're going to sell you.
So, I mean, like, why wasn't this an incentive cover or even the Scotty Young? Just any other cover?
I mean, at least DC is doing foil on good artwork.
That's true.
Captain Marvel's final issue.
Thank God.
It's just so they can start a new run.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah, I don't know.
I love Tiffany Thompson. I know what she does, but I don't know this Captain Marvel thing.
All right, so this one is. Hold up, let me make sure I bring back up the PowerPoint. This one is the 1/25 by Corey Smith. Then that's that. But then I actually don't mind this cover. They probably should have made Hulk a little bit more better. right? Just put it.
Oh,
put it
you
in a
know they
little more
probably
tasteful-
were, and it probably was, but that's why they put the barcode where they put it, and they probably made Americana tone it down a little bit. Just saying.
Yeah, just give her a little bit more definition or something like that. But they decided not to.
Oh, I thought this was originally an Archie cover. I'm just
You know what? I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind
Yeah.
seeing.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm
some-
saying. Like, if you're gonna lean into that, just do it fully. Don't like beat around the
Don't
bush,
have to
right?
ask it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Carnage 125 by Bjorn Berens.
He prefers Carnage.
Okay. Go on.
There's your Doc Strange 150 by Derek Chu.
And if I
Agree with it.
hadn't, I really should have picked this Derek Chu for my logo for the secret variant tonight, but I didn't.
Derek Chu's been killing it.
No, you
lately.
still can, right? You can go into your freaking edits.
Oh, I
and
know I
you
could, but I don't.
make
I don't
your
want
picture
to.
card.
I don't want to.
Second print for Edge of Spider-Verse number 1 in 25.
Oh
Virgin.
yeah. Who is that guy, and why do people care?
Yeah, what's
I will spoil it, even though it's 2 weeks old. Is that he's already dead?
Bailey?
So yeah.
That's
So
It's okay.
yeah, it was
because
it was weird, right? Because people would definitely went crazy. I definitely sold a lot of these, and then when I finally got him, and I was like, "Oh, let me see what's going on with it." He's fucking dead. Yeah,
a
like,
few years
okay.
from now, he's gonna have his own series, so it's
Maybe.
okay.
Well, so he apparently he laid an egg, and then
fuck?
within the he laid an egg, and
I
then
am
within
Groot?
the egg, then within the egg, there's like hundreds of thousands of fucking spiders and shit, of course. But yeah, this dude is dead. So
the fucker laid an egg? I'm not fucking with that.
Well, I mean, spiders
so
lay eggs, man. That's just kinda
I'm
how
not
nature
saying he's
works.
not coming back, but right now he's dead. So I want you.
Nah, he's dead, man. He just gave birth to 100,000 motherfuckers. Like he's dead. Like
He served his purpose.
yeah, there's no reason to bring him back. Like
New York is a different kind of place. I'll tell you.
yeah,
what.
generational. You know.
Oh man.
Extreme
The only things
Venomverse.
that will survive are the bugs and the rats. So
Extreme Venomverse number 125. This one is a Perillo.
nice.
He needs to stop hanging out with Quagmire.
Groot number 1. Yeah, Groot number 1, second print, 1 in 25 by Peach Momoko.
Yawn.
Yeah.
So here's the deal, right? Did it come out this week or did it last week? Oh, it was a couple weeks ago when this came
Weeks back.
out. At the very last page, that is the first appearance of Yondar, who is like, I guess maybe Yondu's daughter.
It's a female Yondu. It's a female Alpha Centauri, and you see a shadow of her, no face, but it's just you see her in a tree,
Yes.
pointing a bow and arrow at him. So issue 2's cover A has her on the cover.
Right.
I
So
think
you get
I've
two,
seen Marvel doing this before.
I don't know. So you get 2 new Groots, and you get first appearance of Yondar in this book.
Is it though?
This is gonna be that punchline debate, or
It'll be harder
Miss
than the punchline debate because it's just somebody in a tree. You can't really make it out who it is, but you can see a silhouette of a Alpha Centauri fin. That's it.
So like
is
a
it
Jessica
worse than Jessica
or Miss
Cruz's
Marvel
arm at this
or
point
Miss
with
Marvel?
that? Or...
It's better than Jessica Cruz's arm, but worse than.
What about the Miss Marvel comparison?
It's still better than Miss Marvel's arm,
Okay.
which is better than Jessica Cruz's arm. Man, these first appearances are getting out of control.
Marvel knows what the fuck they're doing.
So it'd be closer to the punchline comparison then, maybe.
Probably. Maybe no, it's actually closer to Dark Side on the television screen.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see. Moon Knight 1 in 25 by Greg Land. Planet of the Apes number 3. This is the 1 in 25 by Alan Qua. This is your Peach Momoko for Spider-Gwen Shadow Clones number 4, 1 in 10.
Poor girl got the hoof feet.
Sounds like a weird fucking CDC type disease. 110 Momoko design variant.
No, this is the Greg Land
What the
101
fuck's going?
hundred right here.
Yeah, yeah. What the fuck? I don't know what's going on with my shit.
Are they still doing that?
Look, she's a rhino.
Hey, Chad. All that bullshit was from Wednesday or over on that other channel, bro. You can keep it over there. The Ultra Box is ultra great, and you will ultra wait for ultra great. Bye bye. Anyway, keep going.
Spider-Man India. Where we get? Star Wars number 34, second print, 1 in 25 by Phil Noto, Virgin. Wolverine number 34, 1 in 25 by Rod Reese. X-Men Red number 12, 1 in 25, Gonzalez.
You didn't show the homager
For which one?
Wolverine.
X-Men Red?
It's okay. Wolverine.
For which one?
Wolverine has a homager variant.
I saw that. It's nice. To the graphic novel, right?
Yeah, it's the Frank Miller
Yeah.
homage. It is great.
Okay. I got it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Chad. I'm not giving away over $1,000 worth of books for free at your pace. No, you're not ultra ready. You don't even watch my content, bro. Are you involved? Are you subscribed? Like you say you are? Cool. If not, no.
All right. Sins of the Salton Sea, 1 in 15. Let's see if these are Fence Redemption number 1, 1 in 10 by Pagowska.
Then it's still there.
1 in 25, Franny. Betty Page, 1 in 25 by Yoon.
One of the better unions.
Body is tight, face is all fucked up.
The shadowing on the face.
Holy butterface.
It's not as bad as the America Chavez Mr. Bean.
She looks like she does the taxes in the house. I mean,
Does the taxes and
But-
gets taxed.
she looks like she looks like her name is Linda from HR. You know what I mean? What the fuck?
Just a fact.
But wasn't like Betty Page known to be like, thick?
Thick is one thing. Looking like you fucking your cousins fucking do fucking taxes and are good lawyers is another thing, man. Her shit is off the chain. I don't know what the fuck, man. I don't know, maybe the lighting that he used for the model was weird, but I feel like the chin, the eyes are great, but it's the nose of the mouth area.
It's the shadow under the nose that makes it look weird. It's the shadow under the eyes that makes it look weird. And this happens to you when every now and then, but otherwise, yeah, you're right. It's a butterface.
Holy butterface, yo.
There's a 1 in 25 by Puebla, which would once again be a great fucking poster. I think I've already covered that one. Let's go to. These are the ones. I think we got like 20 of these. These are the ones that are coming out this week that I kind of honed in on. Batgirl number 18. This is your AAPI Heritage Month. They're your graffiti version. Batman Superman World's Finest. First appearance of Ultra Morpho. Rise of Ultra Morpho, which turns out it's like this weird mix of Red Tornado and I forget who else. Morpho or something else. But it's kind of weird but interesting at the same time.
What they're doing is they're taking a page out of the Marvel formula. I'm going to take this character and this character. I'm going to put them together.
And the storyline, I've already read it, and the storyline actually kind of works. So,
well, Weapon H worked for a little while. Too.
Yeah, because they also mix Batman with the Metal Man. So take that. And it was actually made sense. Believe it or not. And I guarantee, and I promise you, I was not drinking while I fucking read it, but it makes fucking sense. Hey, what's going on, Rafi? Batman, Superman, World's Finest, number 15. This is, I believe, it was 1 to 25. Black Adam, number 11, John Jang. Go. More Black Adam goodness. This is your deck, David Nakayama for Catwoman, number 55. Sweeney Boo for Catwoman 55. This was a 1 in 25. I forget who the artist was. This is your Michael Cho for the AAPI for Catwoman number 55. Rian Gonzalez. Cyborg number 1. Here's your design variant. Jorge Corey. Torrey Clark for the Flash number 799. Of course, you got to have some bondage, right? So if you were to write a Pornhub fucking title for this cover, what would you write? Go.
No takers. Come on, Adam.
Describe the cover to me.
You got Granny Goodness on the cover, and she's got the Flash by the throat with like a chain around his fucking neck and around his neck, and he's in bondage. And then there's a whole bunch of demons in the background fucking watching.
Futuristic bondage.
Demon jizz.
What? Oh man, Granny. I think it's Granny does fucking bondage. It's. This is man. I wish you could see what I'm seeing, man.
Excuse me, Lucas. I got it. It took me a minute. Guilt and chains.
Well, she's not in chains, but superhero cosplay and chains.
Guilt and chains.
Gets paid by Granny. There you go.
Guilt and chains.
DC, what do you got?
Guilt and chains, yo. That's the thing.
Quickie with a gift.
Specking up, fucking.
Yeah, Eugene Young says quickie with a gilf. Jesus. Superman, Man of Tomorrow, number 2. You got wait. Is that who is that? It's Superboy, and he just defeated Doomsday. Apparently. All right, man.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, there's some Lee Bermejo goodness for Superman number 4. Nathan Zerdy cover with what's her name again?
Livewire.
Yeah, they're really trying to make Livewire a thing. So so what I've seen over the last year is they're trying to make Livewire a thing, Poison Ivy a really big thing, which kind of makes sense. And the Cheshire Cat, which is apparently what people weren't tracking. They're trying to make Cheshire Cat a thing. Superman number 4 is your effects. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be.
So this is Lois Lane, editor in chief.
Yeah, it's got the old style.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a throwback style to the older Perry White on the cover there.
All right, that makes
I don't know if there was actually a Perry White cover that is homage to. It might be an old Superman cover that was.
Yeah, maybe a Golden Age book.
Yeah, it looks like a Golden Age book. That's exactly what it's supposed to be.
God damn it! I gotta get this cover because I really like it. I really do fucking like it.
Hey, Chad, why don't you do the right thing and talk to me in private if you got a problem? How about I just send you your book back and exclude you from the Ultra Box too? If all you're going to do is fucking harass me. I have a full-time job. I'm a dad. I have other shit to do. And the couple hours a week that I spend doing comic books ain't my full-time gig. So why don't you just shut the fuck up? Thanks.
All right. There's number Superman 4. Titans number 1. This one is your Bartel. Or is it Patel?
That was the Bartel.
Yeah. Nothing. I've already read it. Nothing really huge. There is a death in there, but not that big. The Vigil, number one. There is one villain appearance, first appearance in this one. This is your 1 in 25, which I will make available during the next How May We Help You. And then this is your 1 in 50, also will be available during the next How May We Help You. The number 79, Raza, seen it in fucking. I've got it around here somewhere. I've got a few copies. Gorgeous. Absolutely fucking gorgeous. Um, this is your Rachel and Terry Dotson or Rachel Dotson. It's okay. The shit, I forget who did this one, but this one is the 1 in 25. Gorgeous, great. This one is the foil. I didn't like the art, but now that I've seen the foil, fucking gorgeous, absolutely fucking gorgeous. But I will say that this probably should have been a foil, and then the Raza should have been a foil. If they would have did a foil for this one, this would have been a probably a possible cover of the year for this one. Masquerade number 5. This is your Tula Lotte.
Oh wow, nice. That's a great book too.
Yep,
Kevin Smith gave
Avengers.
this, man.
Yep, Arcade Kings. It's a Derek Chu for Scarlet Witch. Avengers number 1, Negative Space variant. John Tyler Christopher. Bloodline Daughter Blade number 4, Spider Verse variant cover by Betsy Cola.
I really like that cover.
Captain America Sentinel of Liberty Spider Verse variant cover by Carlos Gomez. This one is a VHS homage for the villains with Maleficent, and I forget the name of the young lady on there.
So it's funny that this one is actually coming out a week before or a week after issue 2 FOCs. It's kind of how it ended up happening, I guess, for Dynamite. But on top of this one, do you show any of the other covers?
No, this is one I wanted to hone in. I mean, if you feel that I should, I can definitely bring
There's
those up
one other cover. It was the FOC cover by Campbell. It kind of flew
Okay.
under the radar. But on issue 2, there is a Campbell variant FOC and also an incentive FOC, Virgin.
Betty. Okay, yep, got it. Okay, interesting. This one is the Disney Villains Maleficent number 2, cover O FOC Campbell or original.
Mm-hmm. And then there's a version of that one as well. But for issue 1, there is a FOC original variant with no Virgin.
Okay, that's right. We're talking about issue number 1. Sorry about that.
It's cool. It's cool. I'm just here to spread knowledge.
Gotta make sure we get that in there. Cover J. Lee.
Bang.
Looks pretty damn good.
They snuck that one in on FOC, but I didn't see any other variants of that one other than that one. So I think in issue 2 is when they decided to change it up and add the additional Virgin variant.
So 125?
No, this is just an FOC variant. So it's an open order FOC variant, but they had to actually go in and fucking order it, which good luck.
Yep. Now, if you go into the Drunken Chat pull box, we can maybe order it. So you just gotta let me know.
So your chances are higher in some of those cases than it would be on some of the others.
Good shout out. Good shout out.
The VHS one's cool though. Totally cool. People are gonna like that one.
And cart. All right, the shopping list. All right. There's your Avengers facsimile.
Told
That
you.
one's coming out this week, and I think I showed you guys before that it's actually doing pretty well. Fantastic Four Spider Verse variant cover by Giuseppe Camicoli. Is that the end of it? Then there's your Fantastic Four number 700 wraparound connecting variant cover with 700 villains. Silent Press has the Fearless Dawn number 1, The Bomb.
See, and again, another instance where the bomb number 2 goes on FOC before the bomb number 1 hits stores. Whoops.
And then the Hulk Annual, which is doing pretty good as well. I've read some of it. Not tracking if there's anything really huge, but you could definitely sense the change in tone, whereas the Hulk issues that you guys have been reading has been that robot bullshit. Yeah, they changed it in this one. They went back to the Hulk is a terrible fucking monster. He's out to terrorize every fucking body. Let's fucking get after that. Which is something that we haven't seen since the Ewing run, early Kate's run. And then they went off of this other shit, but now looks like they're ready to go back to that stuff, which was an interesting read. He says, I think the Campbell has a Virgin exclusive for one of the Maleficents. Probably.
That would be pretty good. That would explain why Dynamite themselves didn't do a direct release. Thought they were idiots for not doing that.
Let's see. There is a 1 of 10 for that one. Yep. And there's your Ice Cream Man Masarasu.
That's meta.
It's like a Ouija board in ice cream. Yeah.
Yeah. This is your last Barbarians number 4.
Hold on, go back to the last book.
Do you want to see that Ice Cream Man again?
Ice Cream Man number 35, cover B by Brusha.
Oh man, I only ordered the cover A's because
Right, so
I'm probably like one of the few people that's still reading this series.
Yeah, so what you would have to do is go in, and there's a whole bunch of hidden stuff like hidden skulls, hidden eyes. There's all types of weird stuff in there. Yep. Last Barbarian number 4, Habellini. Man, Goat, and Bunny Man cover F110 FOC.
Which Dr. Seuss book is that?
Man, Goat, and Bunny Man.
The good one.
Miles Morales, Spider-Man number 6, Stefano Caselli.
Yeah, it's good.
It's okay, right?
I want to say it's good so bad.
Planet of the Apes number 2, 1 of 25 by Aegist. This is your Spider-Man number 7, second print, 1 of 25 by Umberto Rambos. There's your regular Luciano Vecchio. Venom number 19, Marcel Mastrozzo. X-Men number 22, 1 of 50, Derek Chu, the Magic Virgin variant.
I really like that.
X-Men number 22, Perel, Spider-Verse variant. And that was the last of the stuff that's on release this week. Let's see, whatever happened to the Zombie Tramp? I'm not sure, man. It's been a while since I've seen the Zombie Tramp in any of the freaking books.
Yeah, all the Mendoza books, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Larry Joe says he thinks that Campbell has a Virgin exclusive for one of Maleficent. Every type of combination that you could think of for a Dynamite book that there's out there, right? Even if it's not on FOC this week, it's going to come out next week. Every single fucking, and they'll just make it foil or just fucking regular or some other bullshit, and they'll charge you $50 or $100.
No, apparently it was a late ad. There is a 1 in 10 that was actually, it looks like it's cover ZG, and it wasn't available on the FOC list, but apparently it was added later. But yeah, there's a virgin 1 in 10.
Yeah. All right. So I think that's the end of it, right? I'm gonna drink the rest of my bottle in fucking peace.
ZG.
We need some more tramp. Yeah. But yeah, so freaking we'll see you guys next week. We will keep an eye out and see if we can actually get this Asian freaking heritage bullshit freaking together, right? We can talk about Asian entertainment stuff. I'll see if I can get some gals together. We can talk about Korean dramas or some shit.
Well, you'll need Mama Lucy for that one.
I'm gonna hit her up, see if she's actually into that shit, man. I think I'm the only one. Because
I'm pretty sure her husband got her big into that. So
well, it's weird because when I wake up in the morning, like 4 o'clock in the freaking morning, you know how TikTok they like pirate fucking shows, right? They'll have a live stream of fucking Korean and Chinese fucking telenovelas at 4 o'clock in the fucking morning. It's like, oh,
nice.
I guess this is what I'm fucking watching. All right, let's fucking go.
Interesting.
You know,
Interesting.
Little me and Chin Chin, man. Fucking. All right, let's fucking go, man. Adam, are you still doing Awesome Sauce Radio on Wednesdays?
Tuesday I'm at 9 p.m. and Wednesday I'm on at 8 p.m.
Okay, and then Ultra, he just did a secret variant.
Just took time out of my life and made my wife very upset with me for I sitting in front of my computer for hours to put together a fucking bunch of slides to make sure that everybody does not miss their FOC requirements, including myself. And I've barely been to the comic book store 2 times in the last month because that's how fucking tight shit is. But I did get 2 tires done on the car. 2 of them came late. Got to do 2 tires in an alignment, maybe tomorrow morning actually. So yeah, life is busy. But Chad, I'll try to get the box out as soon as I can for you, man.
We're working on it. And then Yee, what's the next podcast you got going on?
Beyond Wednesdays for what's it called? Modern Comic Mayhem. I have to think of what day it was.
And then y'all need to bother Big Remo, and tell him get on Whatnot and fucking sell some shit.
Wait. I have to ask. Did you just have that one show and done?
Yeah, I still haven't even cashed in. The money's still chilling in there, man. We ain't even cashed it in.
Dude, what the weird part is too, like even if you have a balance, you can't use that balance to buy more stuff off of it.
I know, right? That's why I was like, why don't you just let me use it as credit on the channel? Like, let me.
And Whatnot, if you're listening, I am available for hire.
They do have an application process going on, so they are hiring people for.
Yeah, but they're hiring people for their publishing.
Yeah. I don't want to get into that fucking game.
We have incentive ideas, So.
That we do.
I think that's it, man. Freaking once again, thank you to everybody freaking to listening to us at Don't Go on almost 3 o'clock in the freaking morning. Freaking make sure you subscribe to these guys, the Ultra Maximus channel, Big Remo, Aaron Yee's freaking channel. Please definitely freaking take the time to listen to the rest of the channels during Nirvana, freaking CBSI Top 10, particularly House of Stein. That's it. Oh, no worry about that shit. Fuck them other motherfuckers.
Yeah, we're nearing Nirvana. We're so close to 2K subscribers.
Yeah,
absolutely, fucking so. Yeah,
I think it's like less. I think it's like less than 50 now at this point. Maybe 60, somewhere around that.
Maybe 45 at this point.
Yeah.
Also, if anyone could please subscribe to Awesome Sauce Radio, I would appreciate that. I'm like 2 subs away from 500.
Oh yeah, and then this book is going to Comic Man Andy, so make sure you're subbed up to his channel.
Ooh, nice.
This is the Brazilian edition.
Nice. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all we got. Once again, thank you to everybody. And oh yeah, Comic Crusaders has a new One Not channel. But y'all have a good one, and don't forget, take care of the mothers this weekend.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Get it done.
go splurge on the ladies in your life.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all have a good one. We're out.
For each man in his time to take, until he walks along the beach and sees his future in the water, along lost arms within his reach. I haven't needed a book to walk.
Sometimes men take matters into their own hands. You want answers? I think I'm the type you want. I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
As you guys know,